What is good, everybody? Welcome. I don't even know if it started yet. Welcome to Defend Your Units. JohnnyKpicks alongside me is Cody from Money MMA Bets, and we are here to defend our units, obviously. Well, do we have to really defend them really that much lately?
No, we
we
haven't.
shouldn't be. I don't want to defend any of my units right now.
I'm when defending units is baby blood out here in these streets.
Exactly. But yeah, we're here to break down the UFC Vegas 92 card. How's it going, Cody? How you doing? You ready for this card? We have a little break after this, so that could be a little bit of a good thing.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely ready for this card. It's not the best card in the world. It's got a lot of people like coming off of losses or just debutantes and girl fights. So
I looked at all of these fights. Well, I did obviously I did the tape too, but I'm like looking and seeing. I'm like, this is like the Brazil card rejects. Like there is so many Brazilians on this
Remember
card.
last week when I was telling you there was a ton of girl fights on this card? Then when you asked me, I brain farted. And
yeah.
I thought there's two. Yeah, there's four on this.
There's four, yeah.
Out of like 11 or 12. There's only like 11 or 12 fights, right?
12 fights, yeah. I believe there's 12 still. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. They got that one guy, Sai, another guy. Because it would have been 11.
Omar Sai.
Yeah.
Omar. Yeah.
But yeah. Last card, not the greatest. It was interesting because of the judging yet again.
Man, fuck them judges. Fuck them judges.
I'm telling you, man, when they are in a city, I put this on Twitter numerous times. Like, we are so used to the Apex judging and it's the same people. But when you go outside, you only get like one of those guys. Like Chris Lee, I think, was there last time. Motherfucking Chris Lee. But the other guys who I don't even know who they were, these guys don't do they don't do MMA anymore. Like they don't do it as much as those guys. So we're not used to, we don't know what they're going to do. And sometimes there's pre-written scorecards, and we can go through a couple of those fights real quick. But
bro, like
I'll say the Trey Waters fight.
Yeah,
Trey Waters fight. There's no way,
bro. Okay, so that's why I got so mad and like put the post on Twitter, because like I thought Billy Goff won the fight, right? So maybe they could go do some stupid stuff like split decision to Trey Waters. I'm still going to be pissed. But when I think he wins the fight, then you start off with 30-27. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking way Trey Watt.
He didn't win 30-27. There's no way. No way.
So, I mean, Billy Goff outlanded him by 20 strikes in the second round. Like, dude, come on, man. He was putting the pressure on him. Like Trey Waters had moments where Billy Goff was just going the whole time. So when they said that, dude, I thought I hit my bet. That's the first bet of the night. That's why they start the night for me. Like, that was a difference. That was a 6.8 unit swing for me. And I lost 5 units on the night. So, I'm just sick of it, dude. I thought Alex Caceres had a chance at winning that fight too.
Yeah, that was
a lot of fight. The girl. Wait, what girl fight was there?
It was probably what's her name? Torres and
oh yeah. She
Richie.
freaking
that was a see, that was the one fight. That was the one fight where they actually like had it right. It went to split decision. They were 29-28. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
I ever so slightly said I thought Richie won, and I'm not saying she did a lot in the second round, but I think she just did a little bit more.
Close fight, but
yeah,
bro, this shit, like, come on, man, like.
That Waters, I even put it on my Twitter. I was like, there is no way. And I bet him, I picked him. He did not win 30-27. And I don't know how 2 judges gave him 30-27.
Not only that, but then that bum-ass ref doesn't say a fucking word, staring at him when he knees it, like Waters knees him directly in the face.
And that's another thing, too. We don't know who that who's that ref? Who's that ref?
And dude, like, think how crazy this would have been. If they would have still took a point from him for that illegal knee, then Trey Waters still would have won. Like a split, like, come on, bro. He was getting hit, turning his back, like he landed.
It would have been a majority. It would have been a majority decision because I think the 29-28 from the one judge would have been a draw.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
I literally, bro. I had my ticket out, the golf, and like I said, then that starts the night like that, and then it's just the rest of the night's dumpster fire. Robelis to Spain. Like, I wanted to see a good fight. Waldo Cortez used fight IQ and boring shit, but he got the win.
Yeah,
then
I can't. I'm just mad at Robelis. I'm not really even mad at Waldo, even though I don't like him. I don't like his style.
I'm mad at myself for betting Robelis, but that because like Robelis did what he was supposed to do, and he sucks on the ground. I thought he would have a little something to offer, a little something, but no.
True. He's got
Slava Claus. Holy shit,
he needs to hang him up.
I'm so mad too. It's like because
I dropped by Chase Hooper
pre-flop, seen all this stuff pre-tape, and then was just like that Slava Claus versus Mike Davis fight made me go, man, I think Slava Claus can get up a couple times and wear out Chase, and he got fucking beaten at every realm you can get beaten. So
yeah, he needs to hang him
up.
But
Lewis, I told you, that was my most confident bet in months, and he did what he did, and I mean, I had a good bet on him, but I mixed one with the Spain on it, you know. So
it's all right. It happens. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. How about that?
Yeah,
deal. Even though we still couldn't get past step 3,
bro. The guys, MMA guy, they take Jose out, and we got to throw in.
Dude,
here we go.
Knew that was gonna hit, and then once that happened, I was like, "Uh-oh, we can't get past step 3 for whatever reason."
No,
it's all,
and that changed up a lot of my bets too, because I planned on having Josette with the Spain, which still would have lost. That's fine, but I was going to bet the Josette over too, because I thought, I mean, Gooden's so damn tough, and Josette ain't never trying to knock you out, and Josette's tough. So, but yeah, man, everything gets started. And then the judges, bro, it's like, man, that's what Evan's saying. It's easier to argue 30-27 for golf than Waters.
True, even though I don't think golf got it, but you can argue it more so.
Right, yeah, no. Dude, bro, I when they called 30-27, I'm like, yes. Hit it. Everybody in my fucking Patreons, like, bro, golf did it. Even the people in my Patreon, my dude Aki was like, I bet Trey Waters, and I think golf stole it in the 3rd round. Because it could have been 1-1 going into the 3rd.
I thought it was 1-1. Well, to me, I thought round 1 was the closest.
Yeah, that could have went to Waters. But then Waters illegally knees him. The ref standing right there and does not say a word.
Yeah.
And then golf's just a dude. He's and he shouldn't have had to take, but he's the definition of a junkyard dog, bro. That motherfucker, because that's what I said in my breakdown. Like, he was going to do what Quinlan wasn't willing to do. Quinlan was getting popped on the outside, but he wasn't willing to take them just to get in. And he put work on him. I wish he could have landed some takedowns. Waters is good, but man, dude,
I don't know, man. He looked like he was struggling after like half a round. Like, I was just like, oh man, he's gonna gas. I don't know how he didn't gas. I really don't.
Waters was looking like he was wanting to give up at the end of every fucking round, dude. And he was doing that Ryan Garcia where he's getting hit along the fence. So he's like leaning over to where he could.
I think he was just literally surviving. And then
Billy Goff would never turn his back, dude. And then they go 30-27 Trey Waters.
Wild. Well, let's go through the chat here. We got people are still coming in. So if you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button for us real quick. We got Kiwi Brew, our guy. Haven't seen him in a while. Sure, man. Sure. Need the break before this card so we can all watch the women's tape. FML. We did it, and it was okay. It wasn't great.
It's better when you're doing tape on Ricci and them.
Yeah, at least there's something. Yeah, we got our guy Evan here. What's up, Evan? He said, "Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? We're doing great. Drinking some beers off of work, having fun, talking fights with everybody. That's what we look forward to on Wednesday nights.
Just not the good kind.
Well, that's true. Gotta get the Colombian Coke. That's the best.
Yeah.
There will be blood, our guy. What's up, man?
I'll be the judge of that.
I'll be the judge. What's up, you good-looking MFers? Well, appreciate it.
What up? There will be blood.
Appreciate you. There will be blood. Matt, our guy. Let's go, boys. Terrible card, but ready to hear what your takes. Yeah, that's what we got. That's why we're here. You got to go get the good with the bad, or the bad with the good, whatever you want to say. It is what it is.
Baby Blood's going to be giving out some picks.
Yeah, definitely stick around for Baby Blood parlay. Sheesh.
She's at 14 units and 4 picks.
There you go.
I was going to tail. I swear off the books, I was going to tail 1.5 units on her last one, just because it's like, what the fuck? And that would have won 4.5 units, but I didn't. I said, ain't no way. She goes, Dad, just pick who looks tougher. No, I'm going to sit and do 10 hours of tape. That's not how you do it. She's just like, fucking pump it out plus 300s.
You got Cedric in here. What's up, Cedric? This is honestly the worst card of the year. It's not great. I'll tell you that. I was not looking forward to it. But there is a couple fights I am looking forward to.
He ain't lying, though.
There's
been some bad cards, but Jesus. This trying to find a good fight so I can actually defend it.
We got Derek in here. What's up, Derek? He said, MMA fam, what's up? Cody, thanks for the Twitter mention. There you go.
No
Definitely
problem,
follow Derek on Twitter and Instagram. He has his own fight algorithm that he picks each week. And it's about, I think, what is it? Over 60%?
Yeah, over years. Over years. This week's so crazy. It's got Demopolis at like 25.9 points to win, which is wild because that's that's like the most on the card, and she's a big underdog.
I don't agree with that though.
It would maybe get hedged.
But hey,
last week
I'm not saying I'm doing great this year either. So
yeah, no, but Derek, no, shout out Derek. You do good work, man. Me and Derek's my boy. He's been supporting us heavily for the whole time. Got chicken wings with my dude, man. He came all the way to town. So
that's right, Derek.
Shout out Derek Izzy. Follow Derek Izzy on Instagram or in Twitter, because Twitter is what I really use. So
Derek Izzy right there.
Yep. And I'm telling you, the algorithm's legit.
F them judges indeed. We got Ryan. What's up, man? I defend my units all day, every day. It's the way of life. I appreciate you.
Let's go, Ryan.
Real Fight Picks. What's up, man? Golf won. Tisha won. Golf probably. Tisha debatable, but at least it was a split decision.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad. That was made me more mad. Just 30-27. So I'm like, what?
There we go, Cedric. He's gonna start doing the bet scorecards no action from now on. That's
we're gonna be screwed because they're about to get rid of the Apex. Like you said, the Apex was probably. I mean, there's still some fuckery, but
well, maybe those judges will venture out more because, like I said, they only have one of those judges. One of the ones that we're used to having them score like literally 80% of the fights that we see, even in Vegas on pay-per-views. Like they don't go out.
Judges though, yeah, because they got to be like certified in each state and all that. And then them states want to use their own people and their own referees and all that. And we see where that goes. They just let people do it. And Keith Peterson's the worst referee ever, too, dude. Fucking, how did he not stop that Buckley fight?
It was literally 50 unanswered ground strikes in top mount,
and he kept going in to stop it.
Even Buckley was like,
"Yeah, bro,
dude, what do I got to do?" He didn't do anything.
There was another fight too.
Cost me a bet too.
Even Slavaklaw's fight, like he let him get the shit beat out of him. Then he didn't even tap, and he caught it. I mean, he's like slammed his. I mean, he was gonna get beat up.
Well, at least he was consistently bad.
Yeah, well, he has been for years.
That's true. He has not been doing well. Early taps and
who not calling it. Ogden fight or the
yeah, it was the Ogden Mota.
And then there who did it on the what was the
that was Chris Tyone,
Argueta and Ronnie Lawrence.
Oh, who did that one? I was thinking of Charez and
oh yeah, Lacerda.
Who did that one? I remember that one.
A lot of them. I don't remember.
Was that Jason? I don't remember that one.
They need to. I love Herzog. I think he's.
I think he's the best out of all of them. Let's be honest. Glad the fight got Glad they got fight of the night. Yeah, at least that's a bonus for golf.
Yeah, sheesh. And both them dudes are going to beat the shit out of a lot of dudes in the UFC. They just happen to fight real early in their career.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. I was, dude. Yeah.
Crazy. Let's see what we got here. We got Carlos in the house. What's up, Carlos? Definitely check out Carlos, CJ UFC Picks. He does great breakdowns each week. Twitter, Instagram, follow him. Lock of the week, dog of the week, all that good stuff. Check him out. Great stuff. The Despain fight was pure pain. I agree, because I was cringe. It was cringe level watching, and I couldn't look away. And I'm like, this is awful bet.
Maybe when he gets back up, he's going to knock him out. Nope.
That's right.
Them fights are torture when you have that person.
We got
even the Slavaklaus one, dude. That fucker gets dropped right off the bat. You're like, what the fuck?
Got Benino in here. What's up, Benino? He said, "What's the lock this week?" Gasso. This card sucks. Let's talk about Tyson Fury. Yeah, his dad is insane.
Yeah, that's a good fight, man. But like, I feel like maybe Tyson can beat Usyk but he's a little older too. But like, I think it was like the big size and power of Ngannou that was really like Fury couldn't hurt him at all. I think that Fury might be able to box with Usyk, but I don't know. Usyk's so good, dude. I've loved Usyk for a long time too. Mm-hmm. But like at some point, I mean, it's size versus speed, but then like Fury has speed for a big dude. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yep. We got Saba in here. What's up, Saba? He said Despain versus Tafa would be fun for UFC 305 prelim in Perth. Yeah, at least they're going to stand and bang.
Yeah.
No grappling going on in that fight.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't give to Spain anybody who can remotely kind of wrestle because he's gonna lose.
God, dude, Waldo comes from baseball and boxing. Yeah,
I know.
I figured as a Cuban, like you was at least like fucking rolling around with Yoel Romero or some people like that. You're
Yeah, they're
in the
about the
Cuban
same
team.
age,
They
right?
all live together for the Olympics, bro. They live in a
Crazy.
house. If you listen to Yoel Romero, they live in like compounds. And there's like 3 levels. Like the lowest level, you get nothing, and when you're like the third floor, you get like all the food all day, like 3 meals a day. So they basically fight to try to get to the second, third level and stuff. And that motherfucker wasn't wrestling around at all. Nothing.
Nope.
No judo.
Awful. We got Jumbo Loco, our guy. What's up, man? Hey guys, we need a bounce back week. Yes, we do.
Yeah, bounce back
100%. We got Any Action Sportscast.
Dude.
Effie, our guy. Definitely check him out. There it is. Any Action Sportscast on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. He puts out his great hockey picks each and every day.
Dude,
what's up? Appreciate the stream as always. Brick by brick. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Bunny Hunter, our guy. What's up, fellas? My favorite captains this week will be better than last. I like a few spots this week. Okay, let us know. Let us know who you got, man.
Billy Goff wins, and I was up like 2 units. That would have been 2 weeks in a row winning. I've been happy, man.
Vegas judges love strippers to mop. It is a lock. Tisha won. Come on. I mean, you can make a debate. That was the closest fight I think that people maybe thought Tisha won, if you want to say, but like the Waters fight.
I thought Goff won. I thought Tisha won. I thought there was a chance Caceres won.
That was a close one. There was just a lot of close fights, and the judges weren't.
I knew Derek Lewis won.
Judging them closely, if you want to say. So that's where this is. It's like, what the hell, guys? Like, come on. Like, these are close fights, and you're just like saying this fighter won unanimously.
Clearly,
like, what?
Clearly, what was the first fight of the night?
What was? Oh, it was Hardy. That was another close fight too.
Yeah,
Hardy and JJ. But I thought Hardy won too.
Who was the 3? So you had Buckley, Woodson, and who was the other one?
St. Louis. Charles Johnson.
He had a close fight too, and they were unanimous on that.
He won clearly too, but it was 29-28.
Hadley won the first and could have won the third though, and like there wasn't even no split. There was just unanimous Charles Johnson. Like I thought that fight was close.
I thought it was 29-28. I wasn't too mad about that because that was my weirdly confident pick of the week.
Imagine that.
Matt, right?
Imagine that. Seen it.
Chaos is co-main. Themba right before that. Might have to skip the fights for once. Yeah, that's when you
Chaos
know
co-main coming off a debatable loss as a fought.
He lost that fight.
Yeah,
he lost the first. What was it?
It was close, but like
I can't remember which ones he definitely lost. But even that other one, he was like, "Ooh, that was close."
Yeah.
So lost on Tisha and Caceres. Thought both won. Yeah, the Caceres fight was close too. Man, I didn't see all of that fight because I went out and did something real quick and came back, and I think I missed like 2 rounds. But I heard it was close, and but Chris is a terrible ref as well. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
We got Big Jew Money. What's up? Waters obviously won that. Landed the bigger shots. Okay. All right. Landed an illegal knee, though. I will say. That was a good shot. Illegally.
Goff landed some good shots, too, though. Like, he fought. Like, Waters got a chin. Both of them, dude. That was a dog fight. That was a good fight. Both them dudes, like I said, are going to be good in the UFC.
Yep. Rebecca in the parlay. Fiera. Dude, that
was these 40-year-olds
is
these
working wonders for these older fighters
out here. They're playing no games.
Mm-hmm.
No games. Is
it's got to watch those older Brazilians. I'm telling
Barboza not going to play no games this week. Was
you see him? He's shredded.
that dude's a beast, man.
And he's always fit, but he's even extra fit now. So Barboza plus money here feels like a gift. I agree. I really do. Tough. Oh, I got our guy Jaden here. What's up, man?
What up, Jaden?
Weekend. This Spain hurt me.
Killed me.
Derek KO is money betting Tyson. He's in the best shape.
He is skinny.
Peaking, so we'll see if he peaked. Okay. I like that.
Facts.
Let's get Johnny to 3K. I've been almost at 3K for like 6 months, so it is what it is if I don't. But definitely, hit the like button for us. Subscribe if you haven't. All that good stuff. Who cares? You guys seen Strickland said Costa hasn't signed the contract? Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me because it doesn't seem like Costa wants to sign any contract. So
that sucks, dude. I'm still pissed about Pereira fucking Delice.
yeah, that would have been awesome because we're gonna go.
What up, Badger?
MMA Badger, what's up, man? What's up, fellas? Appreciate you coming out. Salsa Boy is the GOAT. Hunter says, appreciate you coming out. Hunter, as he's something.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Jaden likes Themba. Coach just died. Or yeah, I did hear that his coach passed away recently. His coach was his coach's mom or something, or was the actual coach? I don't know. Someone recently died recently, so maybe we shall see. Let's see. We got Justin in here. What's up? Oldberg needs to fight an above average grappler now. I don't care if he can strike with a strike. That was another funny game plan from Menefield. Yeah. I was like, oh, so you're just gonna run in on some guy that literally can knock you out with a bink, and that's what happened. Bink.
He caught Oldberg a couple of times though. I mean, he was never going to win a technical striking match with him, so maybe that was the way to go. But
well, if he was going to rush in, he should have went for takedowns, not strike with him and go into a brawl.
That shit was funny. That would have been I was just fun to watch live though, dude. Just like
if I had a Menefield bet, would have been like,
whoever got to watch that fight card live, they got that was good, man. That was a good fight card to watch live.
Let's see. If I were a judge and Demopoulos gives me free subs to her OnlyFans, I would give her the nod. I think this is actually what happens, to be honest. It could happen.
Derek's freaking
who says man. Where's our OnlyFans guy? Dixon Cider. There you go. You can't pick Vanessa this week, guys. Sorry, she has OnlyFans.
OnlyFan fade, baby.
Yes, sir. All right. First fight we'll go over is going to be Emily Ducote versus Vanessa Demopoulos. Shockingly, who do you like here, Cody?
Yeah, so when I seen the opening line, you know, like it was like Demopoulos. I think it's probably where it's at right now, though. With the Cody minus 300 and something, I'm like, damn, that's crazy because she fights close, man. Like she fought closer last fight with Yoder. I actually had a bet on her back when I was betting women's MMA a lot more. But Ducote has good boxing, pretty good boxing. It's technical. She's got like a decent head kick. She's got that highlight head kick knockout where she stunned the girl and then head kicked her, but she's not really like a finisher like that, not at this higher level. Good technical boxing, good cardio, good toughness, and she's got good wrestling that she uses defensively. Like she was a high school wrestler and really good, like somewhere by where Daniel Cormier coaches and stuff. But so she has really good takedown defense, which is going to help her in this fight, and really good boxing. She's fighting Demopoulos, who has pretty good BJJ, like for lower level girls. Like I thought she had really good submissions because like how she got Sylvia Gomez Juarez and stuff like that early on. But I don't think it's really like that because you've seen people like JJ Aldridge and stuff take her down and Carolina take her down and kind of be safe and dominate her. But she's got okay boxing, but she throws with some power. She throws with more power in Ducote. She's got decent timing on her takedowns, decent double legs against like Maria Oliveira and them girls, and she can throw some power in an overhand right, but it's like it's definitely not technical. And this fight, I mean, it seems like the line is really crazy, but if it plays out the way the line looks, is like Ducote's just going to sprawl and brawl, keep it standing, and she should outbox her. But like even in that fight, it's still going to be kind of close, just because Ducote fight's super close. Like I said, her last fight with Yoder was crazy close, and Ashley Yoder was like 38, hadn't fought for a while, was, you know, she's cool, but she's never really like good when she fought. So, and that was like a 29-28, and Yoder head kicked her at one point. So I'm definitely not playing no girls at like minus 300 these days, but give me Ducote as a pick, but I don't blame anybody taking Demopoulos because she may be able to land some takedowns. And if she can, she's probably heavy on top, but give me Ducote by decision. It's like minus 170 or something. I think that's how it plays out.
It's like minus 250. Something stupid. Yeah.
I looked at it earlier and it was like,
I mean, you might. I mean, I think on DraftKings it is anyways. It's something stupid like minus 200 and something. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm going with Ducote as well. Like, I'm not saying that she's gonna blow her out of the water or anything, but I think she's the more technical striker. I think she can stuff the takedowns from Vanessa if she does attempt them. Vanessa's only takedowns in the UFC were against Maria Oliveira, which she did win. And Maria Oliveira is not in the UFC anymore for a reason. And she got one takedown on Jinyu Frey, and she won that fight too. And that was a very close fight. A lot of her fights are close. Same with Ducote, but I do think Ducote has fought the better competition. And I mean, Vanessa's gonna stay in there. She's tough, durable. She's a little pit bull, but I just think she gets hit a lot. She's not very good technical striker either. And I think Dakota is just gonna be shooting the jabs and straights right down the middle, and it's just gonna touch her up. And we saw it in that one fight. Who did she fight? And it kind of looked Carolina. Like, I mean, if I think Dakota can literally replicate what Carolina did against Vanessa Demopoulos, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Demopoulos is going to beat Carolina," and Carolina like, "Nope, this is my resurgence." So,
I think Carolina's like a little better than.
Oh, I would, yeah, but that would still be a close fight, though.
No, it would, yeah.
But I would probably. But I think Dakota can replicate what Carolina did in that fight against.
What's that one thing though? Where you can do Demopoulos, where she just got to win a round.
Oh, plus 3.5. I think she's at plus money for that.
Dude, there's another thing too on that card. Now that it comes to mind, there was a plus fight that was like that was real close, and it was like 29-28, 29-28, and then 130-27. I think it might have been the Woodson fight. And doesn't that kill the like if you had Caceres plus one and then that takes that away, and then like Caceres clearly won one of them rounds. Like I'm pretty sure that was the one. It was like 29-28, 29-28, 30-27.
Yeah, once that 30-27 came out, you're like
kills all them bets, and that's crazy.
It's like the guy or the person that you pick for that 3.5 spread. That better be a clear. You have to know they're gonna win one round like clear. It should if you think it's gonna be a close fight for all 3 rounds, you probably just don't want to bet that because it's never gonna hit because there's always gonna be one judge that's gonna give it 30-27. So, but yeah, I think it goes to decision. I don't see any finishes. Obviously, it's crazy that both fighters don't really have finishes. They do early in their careers, but like lately in their last 10, I think they only finished a fight like once or twice. Like it's crazy.
I think the only finishing ability is going to come from Demopoulos because she hits kind of hard. So
I would say by submission if she can like grab a crazy flying arm bar or something like that. I don't think there's going to be a knockout at all.
No, I doubt that.
But yeah, that's where I mean, if people want to take a stab on Vanessa, all right. I just don't think she's going to win.
Any of these girl underdogs, bro. I don't blame any of them. Like every favorite on this card to me, besides like 3 of them, I think, like the big favorites, basically, like every one of their opponents has like a path to victory.
Yep. We got Raw Torkin here. What's up, Raw? He said Dakota by decision. Anakin, our guy, what's up? He said Golf got robbed.
See no lies.
More than likely. I mean, 29-28 Golf is probably how it should
even split decision 29-28, but like I just feel like he put all the pressure on. But like I said, Waters did some work. It was a good fight, man.
Carlos likes Little Monster, but Carlos is want to let you know Vanessa is mid at best as well. So it's not like she's gonna roll over Dakota, but I hear you. Might as well take the odds. Brazil used to be all Victoria's Secret women, and now it's buff Amazon women like Future Mama Death by Snooze. 100% agreed. Baby Sharp MMA, what's up, man? What's up, fellas? Appreciate you coming out as well. And Latrell said, delete that. Well, it's not that bad. We got Johnny News, our sponsor. Every week. Check him out on Twitter. Johnny Newquist. He puts out all of his bets and picks and breakdowns and stuff like that. What is the best woman dog on the card, Cody?
Carnelosi. Definitely Carnelosi. Vidal ain't bad either. That's the craziest line I've ever seen in my entire life.
I think the one woman that could potentially win out of the 4, obviously, the most, I would say Vanessa. I really would.
Okay.
I do think that's going to be the closest women fight.
It will be close.
Because it's going to go to decision 100%. And the other ones are like 98, but that's 100%. And you don't know what's going to happen with the judges. It could happen. You might as well be on the plus 300 dog too. Why not? That's what I say.
I think Vidal has more of a chance for sure to be what's her nuts than
no.
She went split with Rendon, and Rendon's good. Them are big girls.
Rendon is. I don't even want to say it, Cody.
She just went to split with that other Russian girl. It was decent. Dude, them are
She
big
ain't good
girls,
either.
though. Your girl got those coming up in weight on short notice.
I'm okay with that. Did you see the bantamweight division?
Yeah,
It's
but
awful.
she's
And
skinny.
Gatto's fighting actually good flyweights. And she's
Yeah.
already a big flyweight. And she's strong. So we're good. I am totally fine with that.
0-2, last 2 fights, -4.
And Vidal is
1-1.
and she beat Trash Can. Thank you.
I think Gatto's that great.
She's better than her. Next one, Alatang versus Clayton Rodriguez. Oh man, this is gonna interesting fight. So Clayton usually fights at flyweight. He did fight at bantamweight his last fight against Basharat and pretty much got dominated. But this isn't Basharat now. But Alatang's solid. He's a good striker. He can wrestle, but he probably will only if he needs to. He does have some power in his hands as well. He's fought, crazy amount of times. He lost a lot too, but he could be hittable on the feet too. But I mean, he's tough. He's durable. He stayed in there with Chris Gutierrez, whacking his legs off for the whole freaking fight. So you gotta give him that. But Clayton Rodriguez, explosive. He can grapple, but he wants to keep the fight on the feet though. He's got pretty good power too, good kicks. Good takedown defense is just okay, but he can work himself. He can work himself back up pretty well too. So, man, this is a close fight. I kind of was going back and forth on this one a little bit because I don't know if I'm 100% sold on Clayton moving up to bantamweight yet. I want to see a little bit more. And I know Alatang is not the greatest, but I do think he's solid enough. And I do think he might be able to win this fight. As the fight goes on, I do think because Clayton's going to need to slow down because he's going to be very quick. But I think Alatang can maybe land a couple good shots and maybe knock him down once and maybe win a round like that. So I'm going to go with the dog here. I'm not super confident, but I just want to see what Rodriguez is going to give us at bantamweight. Now, if this fight was at flyweight, I probably would pick Clayton all day. But I want to see more. I don't know if this is the right weight class for him. I think he's kind of small for a bantamweight, honestly. But I know he can't make weight at flyweight, so it's weird. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to go with Alatang to win. I usually don't pick him, I'll be honest, but I think he might get it done.
Yeah. Like you say, Clitson's like he's explosive. He's got some powerful kicks. He's got some pretty good punches. If he can get a lot of space to work with, he can land some big stuff. Decent wrestling, pretty good jiu-jitsu. I mean, he's got pretty good offensive, defensive jiu-jitsu. Got worked by Basharat, but that Basharat, the good Basharat, is a beast, man. He's got really good grappling. Alatang Ali, well-rounded, out of fight ready. Fight ready's a beast camp. They always got good game plans and stuff, but good boxing. Good wrestling. He comes from a wrestling background, but he uses boxing more than anything, and he's got high level experience compared to Clayton Rodriguez. I believe Alatang Ali, especially at 135, he's better than CJ Vergara. You know what I mean? And that's who was able to beat Clayton because CJ was just putting pressure on him, backing him up the whole time, which I don't know. That fight was very, very close, but I mean, Vergara almost finished him in the second round. The first round was super close. Third round was super close, but
yeah.
Alatang Ali does have good boxing, man. Like the fight I went to watch tape on to check this out would be like Alatang Ali versus Chad
Anheliger.
Anheliger. I don't know why I'm getting Alatang Ali and Anheliger messed up. It's kind of
close enough.
Fucked up. I feel like
look at them, Cody. They're similar.
I feel like if you could take the letters and spell both them fucking names,
you probably could.
But he puts pressure on Chad, dude, and Chad did not like that, and he wants to have room to like switch stances, do all this, and Alatang just wasn't letting him. And Chad landed some decent shots, but Alatang landed some good shots. Kletson's definitely going to have the speed advantage here, but like, dude, durability, heart, cardio, experience, fucking offensive, everything goes to Alatang Ali in my opinion.
I almost think Alatang has the
and the thing is. Oh, he fucking definitely does. One hit.
Yeah,
You see him knock out like Kevin Kroom and stuff, but like Kletson's got power too, and he's got fast.
But it's more so from his speed, though.
Yeah. What I'm worried about, to be honest, is just Alatang Ali getting hit with a body shot because he's very durable. Like he's been finished in the UFC. He's got some good wins, good losses. Early, I think it's been a long time, 7-8 years since he's been finished. To be honest, so he's super tough and durable. I mean, Kletson, we've already seen him get finished. Seen him get hurt to the body. We've seen him get out grappled and beat. We've seen it.
It's
You
been
know
like
what I mean?
7 years.
Yeah, Alatang's tough, man. So I'm taking all that stuff, and I got Alatang. I'm mad, dude. Like Caesars wouldn't release the lines for all these fights. So like I could, like when I did my research, like I bet Burmese. We'll break it down in a second, but I could have had him at 205. But I wanted to wait for Caesars to release it, and they wouldn't release it. But Alatang Ali was plus 160, dude. And I just didn't want to put all my bets in on DraftKings like that. But yeah, he's like plus 125 now. But I like Alatang Ali here, man. Outside of like Kletson finishing him with something, which like we said, he's durable. I don't know if Kletson wins a 3-round fight and wins, you know.
It would be a close one if he does. Let's put it that way.
Sure. For sure.
Yeah. All right. Both on the dog here. Look at us. Who would have thought?
Yep. Yeah. Love them dogs. Love them dogs. Too much.
Let's see. Paul, our guy. What's up, Paul? He said not Luana. We'll get to it. I don't know. I would pick Vanessa as the closest one. I think it'll be the closest fight out of all the women's fights.
I pick Angela Hill as the favorite to win. That has the best chance to win. And she's the closest line.
You think she's the best favorite out of all the women to win?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's the most trustworthy one of all of them. Look at all the other girls. Legato,
I would say
Cody, and who's the other one? These girls are not trustworthy. Them aren't who?
Pereira? You say Pereira?
Yeah, fucking Pereira too. Psh. Angela Hill, I know what she's going to give me. I know what she's going to do. I've seen it.
Well, that's the thing. I know what Angela Hill will give me, and I know what Luana will not. So,
and these other girls, fuck, man, you can get some Rebeskis out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to it. But yeah, I hear you. Let's see. Matt likes Alatang all the way. Anakin, how is Alatang an underdog?
I'm with you, Anakin. I'm with you.
There's with and he was a bigger underdog too. We just missed the line a little bit. He's still at plus 130. Plus 130 is not bad.
No.
I'm thinking Rodriguez at the moment. Don't blame you. Alatang. Rodriguez be missing weight. He missed weight at flyweight a lot, but I think he'll be okay at 130.
You're right. He's a small, like, bantamweight.
Small bantamweight, but he just can't make weight at flyweight. And I like him better at flyweight because that's where he has speed. He actually has power still.
Well, he's a weight bully. He's fighting fucking 3-4 pounds bigger than them dudes.
True.
Makes sense. I mean, but Alatang's going to be thick compared to him. Thick legs. But he's going to have to slow him down. The small cage helps Alatang Holly a ton in this fight, too. We ain't going to have to chase this dude around a lot.
Blood likes Rodriguez by decision. Torque likes Rodriguez by decision. Okay. Something I'll be watching for stat-wise. Alatang has low output and gets hit often, almost 2-1. Yeah, I think
certain fights though he does. Chris Gutierrez, who I think he lost to Casey Kenny, and there was somebody else in there.
Who did he lose?
I think right. What's his record?
That's it. Well, it was a draw to Gustavo.
Oh yeah. Because he lost a point in that though, so he should have won, but he lost a point.
Yep.
I watched that too.
That's it, and then he won the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look back, some of these are good, some of these aren't great, but
look at Kletson's.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. So
you knocked out your brother, twin brother, Shannon Ross. I will never forget
everybody knocks him out. So
put some respect on the GOAT's name.
Rodriguez solid, lands over 5 per minute. Okay. We'll see. I'll take decision. Recent losses to Chris. Yep. And it's not a bad
levels. Yeah. Because like what would Chris do to Kletson?
What's up, man? Appreciate you coming out. Let's see. I might use fight to start round 3 as a parlay piece. I like that.
Bro, their over-under props are out of control, dude. Like, you can't bet a shit. Like,
I think they're finally catching on to a lot of that now.
Yeah. You just got to take them giant under risks or something because they're like minus 500, dude.
Diego was money. Yeah, he looked
Money Mayweather. Tell you that. Money Mayweather.
Carlos likes Colette.
It's because of Rebeski, though, because he's dumb, bro. He always comes out and tries to finish everybody in the first round like you're just going to fucking go right through him. And he almost did. He almost did. But if you just came out and used your full set of skills and let the finish come to you, but you're just, here, boom, boom, step back, leg kick, maybe mix in a takedown. But like you're going out every single thing you throw with your 64-inch reach. And when you don't land, you're missing bad, fucking using all your gas.
With your Poppins reach of 59 inches.
Bro has 66-inch reach, man.
I hear you.
Unreal.
All right, next fight. It's gonna be Piera Rodriguez versus Carnelossi. Can't even say that. I think it is your turn.
Yeah. So you got Pereira Rodriguez, who's a pretty good. I mean, I guess you'd say she's a prospect, but she's like 32 years old or something like that, ain't she? 31,
I
32.
thought she was 30, but she might be now.
Yeah, I think she's like
31.
31. So decent boxing, but it's like kind of slow, right? Little bit of pop. She's not knocking nobody out. Pretty good forward pressure. She's got pretty decent cardio. Dude, it was crazy. Even when I watched it live, because I had a bet on Sam Hughes. And then when I rewatched that fight back, like Sam Hughes, I thought clearly won the third round. And then she was like the live odds going into the third had Sam Hughes because I thought she won the second round too. Second or first had her at like minus 135. And then I thought she won the third, and it was crazy. But yeah, Piero Rodriguez, decent boxing, decent pop, decent wrestling, and decent jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? She's not great anywhere. Like every fight that she's had, she's won 29-28 or lost. Like she lost to Jillian Robertson. Just bad fight IQ. We're taking her down in the first round, then Robertson got her in the second. But versus Kay Hansen, had a super close fight with her, had to win the third round. And Kay Hansen is not good at all. Like I said, I thought she lost to Sam Hughes, and then were her only real win. Like her only real wins, Kay Hansen in the UFC. You know what I mean? And then she beat that Valeska Machado on the Contender Series, where she used a ton of wrestling, but that girl was a straight up striker. But yeah, dude, like I thought she lost to Sam Hughes. She lost to Jillian Robertson. She went 29-28 with Kay Hansen. I just don't see where she's great anywhere. Carnelossi, problem is she hasn't fought in 2 years, but like, dude, she's a sick fighter where she's throwing power at all times. She's got good cardio. She's like a junkyard dog fighter and looked good in most of her fights up until she fought Lupi. But dude, Lupi's grappling is so much better than Piera Rodriguez's as far as the jiu-jitsu and just holding the girl down, and that's just the wrestling. Like, what would the line be with Lupi versus Piera? I think Lupi would be a pretty big favorite on her. But oh man, I think Carnelossi throws more power, has better striking on the feet, to be honest. I think that she has just the same amount of wrestling as Piera Rodriguez, and like good ground and pound and good scramble. She's a black belt on the ground. That's why Lupi had her in some bad spots, but like Lupi's grappling is really good. If Lupi can get her grappling going on a girl, she's gonna win easily. And I think she could get it going on Piera Rodriguez too if she wanted to. But yeah, in this fight, dude, I'm going to take Carnelossi because I think this is going to be a really good back and forth fight. I don't think that Piera Rodriguez is going to be able to do what Lupi did in the grappling area. So even if they go to the ground, like Carnelossi might have good enough wrestling to out wrestle Piera. And if she doesn't, she can scramble on the ground, get up. They're going to be throwing heat. But I think Carnelossi hits harder on the feet. I think that she's going to be the one coming forward with more aggression and turn this into like a dog fight. I think she can win that fight. So take Carnelossi as a giant dog.
Well, I'm gonna go with Rodriguez. I'm not sold on Carnelossi, I'll be honest. And the 2 years layoff, that's a big red flag for me nowadays. It's one of my rules. Gotta watch out for. But I'm not saying Rodriguez is amazing though. Like she is just pretty much well-rounded, but like average everywhere. But Carnelossi will have the power advantage. I think the striking, like it's not great. It's not great to compare both women, but I do think Rodriguez might have a little bit better technical striking. And with the wrestling, I think she can get Carnelossi down because Carnelossi's takedown defense is not good at all. Like she kind of just goes down like easily. And not to say that Rodriguez will go for takedowns, but I think the option is there. So it just depends on, I think Rodriguez can land more volume and stay safe, especially early, because I don't think Carnelossi is going to get a finish unless it's early in the first round. Because I think she kind of
gets
slows
her
down a little bit.
finishes late. She's doing pretty. Like
I mean, she got against who was it? Estela Nunez, but
right,
she slows down crazy.
Yeah, she out cardioed the other,
and she slows down after 2 minutes.
She's fought some decent competition though, even outside the UFC.
Yeah, but it's just the 2 years off, and like I don't know, I can't get behind it enough to pick her. But I do think this will be a close-ish fight. But I just see Rodriguez winning 29-28. Another decision. I don't see a finish from either girl. I mean, Carnelossi, you would think she has a million finishes, but
minus 225 is crazy, huh? Though
now it is, yeah. It's
We're
getting
close
up
to
there.
it.
But I mean, you look at her record, I mean, she does have pretty like a decent amount of finishes, but you would think she'd be some kind of world beater. But I mean, she's beating the people that she needs to beat, like Liang, who, like I said, only has 2 rounds of cardio, and she's beating Nunes, who also has about 2 rounds of cardio too. So
I'm saying she's out cardioing these girls that go really
Well,
hard. She survives it and goes.
true, but Pereira's not going to do that. That's not her style. Like
But
she's gonna be there for round 3. She's not going to be fading.
Yeah, but Carnelossi's going to push that style though.
Well, we'll see.
That's the style she's selling.
But I think she can get taken down if she does too much.
Yeah, scramble up though. Keep working.
Maybe. That could happen.
Reverse Pierre.
But
She was doing good against Loopy, but Loopy's just like, when I watched that fight again, like, dude, she just had her beat to the next position at all time. But Loopy's wrestling is so much better. Like, she was using the wrestling and jiu-jitsu like crazy. Like Pereira Rodriguez, if anybody's got the stat stuff, she's got like some crazy, like 12 or 13 takedowns, but she doesn't have much control time at all. Yeah. And girls get right back up. So she's tough. It's going to be a good fight. Yeah. I just think the line should be like more like Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's going the other way. I actually thought I thought it would settle, but it's actually more people are putting more money on Rodriguez. So I don't know why, but I mean, it's getting a little out of hand now. But yeah, I mean, it's getting to the point where it's like, I mean, Carnelossi has a chance. I'm not saying she doesn't, but it's just one of those close fights where kind of just have to go. The 2-year layoff though is crazy to me. Like I can't get past that in a close fight. Like that's literally something that's going to push me over to pick Rodriguez. Like that's it. I think this is a close enough fight where something like that can be the deciding factor. Maybe it's the juice. Who knows?
Possibly.
Let's see what everyone says. We got Nichols in here. Double Nichols. What's up, man? If you don't know who Double Nichols is, check him out on Twitter, on Instagram. Puts out some bets. You could subscribe to all of his stuff. And I have no action on this fight. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I got no action yet.
Toss up. I agree. Smoke break. P-Rod is the pick. Carnelossi 100% on the juice, probably. See those arms?
And she's got all the stuff on her back and all that, but she's like one of the most tested athletes, and she has never failed. They said. True. So that's banana. Some people just got some crazy, but you still shouldn't have all them things on your back and stuff. You know what I mean? Even if you got some crazy J10 genetics, you shouldn't have like acne and all that.
Got Cynical in here. What's up, man? Say hey guys. What's up, fellas? Got Diego last card. Nicely done. There you go.
Nice. Got to flex it. That's a good pick, man. Not many people are on him for sure.
Luis, what's up? Appreciate the content.
Luis, what up, dude? Oh yeah,
coming out, man. Hanging out with us.
Oh yeah, and the comment.
Public execution by it was. Oof.
That was a vet lesson. It's called a vet lesson. Even though Rebeski's a damn vet his damn self, he just goes out. He could win that fight. You just can't gas yourself out, dude.
Yep,
throwing stupid.
Yeah, Anakin says long layoff. I don't trust Carnelossi.
Yeah,
I want to see Ruffy versus Carlos and Frivola. Okay, I'm okay with either one.
Show.
I think Carnelossi is the only fighter with a single-digit takedown defense with 8%. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, what's her name though? Even Angela Hill was taking her down the first fight when she came in, but dude, she was coming back in that fight till it got stopped with the cut. Like, that was her first fight back. This was a while ago, but yeah, like Loopy took her down like 8, 9, 10 times, dude. Loopy just rinsed her.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Don't mistake Pierre Rodriguez and Lupi Godinez. I'm not even the biggest Lupi Godinez fan.
No.
But there's levels. Lupi's like good places, like great places. Like Pierre is just
except right here.
I mean? Yeah.
And game planning. Like, have a game plan, Lupi. Please. The talent is there.
Yep.
It's so frustrating watching her fights because you know she's better than that, and you're like.
Dude, Ricci fought way better versus Torres, like as far as trying to get a clinch and just doing different stuff than she did like
against Loopy.
Yeah.
I mean, Loopy, they both had really good takedown defense in that fight. Or both of their fights against Ricci. I mean, I thought maybe
she only shot like 1 or 2, if that, on Loopy in that whole fight when they fought.
I think she stopped because she's like, oh, I can't.
She got in deep on a single in the first round and didn't get it, and then it was after. But she still could have clinched or did some shit.
True. Maybe that's what she worked on in camp too, like that. See, evolving. Like keep going at it. Don't just stop after
Take it
one
to the
time,
next
Loopy.
level, huh?
You stupid Loopy. Every time. Johnny's right. Carnelosi goes down way too easily. I agree.
Yeah.
She does. 8% takedown defense, Nichols. Yep. Anytime, Nichols, we got you. We got Vegas Mikey. What is up? Hey guys, hope you smash all the love from Vegas, Mikey and his broad. There you go. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
What's up, Mikey and Nikki?
What's up? DJ, what's up, man? He said Cody trusting Rami's 100%.
Plus 170 at a plus 170, yeah.
Okay.
Plus 200 looked even better. The dude's a high. We'll get to it.
Vitek, what's up?
What's up?
He said, sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? The first few fights, nothing crazy.
Some girl fights, basically.
Girl fights. There you go.
Yeah, I think it's only girl fights, right? I'm tripping.
There was one.
Oh,
Alate. They were both on the dog in that one too.
Sure.
May Robs, what's up, man? He said last week went against Rabeski and won. Woo!
That's like
900 by KO. Nice.
That's nice.
There you go.
Big money.
Is Acosta by points? There you go. I like that's another good flex. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Clifton seems like bottom 100 in the bantamweight division. Yeah. Because there's a lot of bantamweights that are better than him.
He'll beat Shannon Ross 9 times out of 10.
But he's a flyweight.
Trying to give him
but still.
We got 130. You got offended there, and I
did. Well, you know, don't attack my bro, man. I got to defend my bro, my Australian brother from another mother.
Yes, sir.
Down under.
The Turkish Delight. That's his nickname, Turkish Delight.
Yeah, I bet you he's Turkish too.
He better be. That fucking name.
We got Tyler from 130 MMA in the house. What's up, man? Hey, fellas, sorry I'm late. Glad I made it. Appreciate you coming up. If you don't know who Tyler is, check him out. 130 MMA on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Puts out all of his breakdowns for every freaking event. Because that's what he does, and he loves MMA, and he owns a gym, and he's awesome. Check him out.
That life. Definitely check him out. Good dude, too.
Yes, sir. All right, next fight we're going to do.
I'll beat him in a root beer chugging contest, though.
Ooh, that sounds like a
fact, Tyler.
I want to see that. Let's do it. We have to get him on. I want you guys to chug a root beer, and we're going to see who wins.
I'm going to chug 100 root beers.
Louisville?
I'm down.
No, you're having whiskey with me and Patty.
I might be able to do that. I could probably do that.
You will.
On the night of the fight night. That's tough, man. I just can't get too wasted. I like to watch them.
Well, I mean, 1 or 2.
What if I get drunk running the Dontel Maze? I've been talking about I bet him last time. I'm gap him up.
I will be on. I did not. But I will be on his.
I'll be like, Johnny used to believe in you, and then I argued.
You keep flip flopping every fight.
It's fight to fight, baby. You got to go with the match. This game's all about matchups. Never about. I mean, it's about the fighter, but just don't even look at. Well, as long as like there ain't no like crazy injury stuff like that, man. You got to look at it.
Individual. There we go. All for that challenge. There we go. Let's bring it.
Let's do it. A&W. What kind we doing?
Love it.
Bart.
Sugar free. Can't get that sugar or I get fat. You like sugar free though. Is that okay? It doesn't matter.
I guess. I get the Mexican Coke to get that pure cane sugar, man. Fuck that syrup shit, man.
All right. Next fight is going to be Abus Magomedov versus Warley Alves. I'll go on this one. Magomedov, yeah, we know who he is. He's a super dangerous striker in the first round. He's a little hittable at times. He doesn't really wrestle, but he can. We saw in his last fight against Strickland, he slowed down the crap ton, but it was on short notice, and it's Sean Strickland. He's not fighting Sean Strickland, so everything's fine, but he's super dangerous, has power for days. And Alves, he's a good striker. I feel like he's older than he really is. I thought he was like 35, but he's like 32 or something. But solid striker with power, can be a little wild at times, does have some grappling, doesn't really use it that often. He can slow down as fight goes on as well. He normally fights at welterweight. So this is a middleweight, right? I believe.
Yeah. He fought at middleweight last time too, but short notice.
But yeah, it was like in his previous years, he did fight at welterweight. So he is kind of moving up. So he'd be probably a little bit smaller here, but I'm going to go with Magomedov. I think eventually he's going to be able to get Alves. Alves did get Did he get knocked out in his last fight? Yeah, against Ikram. It didn't look that good. And I'm not saying Ikram. I mean, Ikram's good, but I don't think his striking is that good, how he got knocked out that bad. So I think Magomedov's striking is way better than Ikram's. And I think his power is at least equivalent to that. And I think he should be able to touch the chin of Alves. And I mean, that was about, 7 months ago. So it's not too terribly long. But I think this is a better fight for Magomedov. I think putting him up against Sean Strickland was it was like 2 or 3 steps up. And then I know he lost against Kyle, but he survived. He looked a little bit better than that fight. At least that fight went to decision. So this is a better fight. Both those guys are way better than Magomedov. So give me Magomedov to win. I'm going to say by knockout eventually, maybe the first or second round.
Hi.
And we got Baby Blood to give us her picks. Here we go. Let me get this set up for you.
Check that out. She wanted me to show everybody my mouse pad that I got.
Look at that. That's cool.
It's a picture of me from my school.
I couldn't tell.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get to all right.
I'll put it up.
You're gonna all right. So what fights do we want to do?
You pick. I don't pick anymore because you always.
Our buddy Effie called you a goat.
The goat.
Our buddy Effie said he's a goat. Greatest of all time. Hold on, let
me get this ready. Let's do.
Remember, pick them like close fights.
Let me see. I mean, some can. You want to do a close fight?
Yeah. Do like two. You want to do the main event?
Yeah, let's do the main event.
All right, do that one first. All
okay,
right, hold on.
I like the pictures. They're both about the same.
Make them big, or I guess that's as big. All right, take your time. Lerone Murphy for one.
Come on,
always
on,
back. Come on, baby.
Let's do
either like Ramiz, maybe Chaos Williams one. That's about all. That's the only good ones. Let's do Ramiz or Chaos. Which one do you think? Fight? What's the audience think? We did the main event, so what do we want to do?
Let's do the co-main. Let's just put it this way. We always do the main and co-mains. Okay.
All right, beauty. Who you pick here? Carlston Harris.
Wow.
Lerone Murphy. The baby blood parlay is Lerone Murphy, Carlston Harris.
All right.
I don't hate it.
It's not bad. I don't like it, but I'll hate it.
Yeah, I didn't. I really wanted really wanted her to pick
Barboza.
Yeah. Show.
What's that?
Just two fighters?
So you see that? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. She could try. I don't know. Two seems good.
She's doing two. She's doing good with two.
Right. All right, beauty. Tell everybody. Tell everybody bye. Tell them you're gonna hit that parlay every single week.
Like, good luck.
What's the odds on that?
I don't know, but
how much money you got? How much money you got in your bank right
now? How much money you want to put on that?
150 and 20.
Wow.
Pretty sure.
That's a lot.
Are you gonna put $100 on this?
How much you betting on this parlay? Dude, we should have did thank you, beauty. We should have did instead of the main, we should have did Ramiz and Themba. Thank you, beauty. That was fun.
So that is a plus 257 parlay.
Plus 257. It's not bad.
I'm not doing it.
I'm mad. I wanted her to pick
because it's going against two of my picks. I should have done it last week because she actually
picked my two picks. She went against two of my picks last week.
Well, she picked,
and I don't even know why, because I knew, like, bro, it's so stupid. I knew that Ruziboyev was the fraud. I bet Cedricus versus him. I knew, but he's still not a fraud. Like, he fought tough.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because if you would have picked Cedric, over
his
him, then why would you
his
not?
boxing looked good, and I just figured, and he did, like he hit Buckley clean with some step-in knees, with some big shots. Buckley just ate him, but
True.
I thought, we've seen him get knocked out before, because like it's not. I don't think Ruzi Boyev got fraud checked. I think that he had a really tough fight and just got beat down in the 3rd round.
Well,
But,
it's the welterweight. I think the speed.
I know. I don't know why
probably,
he ever dropped.
I don't think he needs to go to
dude.
welterweight. I think he needs to stay at middleweight. He'll probably be a lot better.
Avery Bell's betting record is 3-1 on parlays for plus 14 units. And her only loss, she's picked 7 of 8 fights right, because her first one was a three-fight parlay. Hit that for plus 530. Hit a 2-fight. Lost when it was Steve Urseg and Gene Silva, but Silva fell off. Then she just had Urseg. And then last week was Buckley and
Charles Johnson, I believe.
Charles Johnson hit plus 300.
Charles Johnson was an underdog at the time, and he went to a favorite right before the fight.
Did he? Yep. When I put it in, it's like plus 290. So this one, because Buckley was like minus like 120. I thought
like
that would
130, 135, I think.
That's what Murphy is, right? What's Murphy?
He's like 140.
Okay, so 140 plus Harris like
110.
Plus 115.
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been the same. Like Johnson was like plus 115 last time, and then
you might have got Johnson at like plus 125 or something, 120. Okay. Maybe a little bit better. Who knows? Bunny Hunter, appreciate the $5 sponsorship donation.
Yeah, and I love that. I seen that earlier. I was dying laughing.
Hate to even bring this up, but y'all remember that one time Armin smashed Charles Oliveira? I wouldn't say
light smash,
but he did win. I'm not saying it was a robbery. I thought Armin won 29-28.
I still wanted to see. I wish that Armin wouldn't have knocked out Benio Dariush that quick, and we could have seen some wrestling scrambles.
Well, the reason why he did was because Oliveira was able to knock him out first.
Fire.
Bobby seconds. So easy.
For sure.
I agree. My official pick is Abus round 2 KO. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Cody. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, Worley Alvarez is well-rounded. Like, he's got decent Muay Thai. He's got decent jiu-jitsu. He choked out Kobe Covington back in the day. That was like his claim to fame. I think he won the Ultimate Fighter, choked out Kobe. But there for a while, he would kind of gas out and give up, like against Randy Brown. Like, I used to play that as a bet. Like, he would go hard in the first round and kind of gas out. But he's kind of fought through that more a little bit. But he's fighting, which is weird, because that's why you would think like Nicholas Dalby wasn't going to do what he did to Bonfim, because he hasn't been dangerous his whole career. Even with Warley Alves, like he couldn't even finish him, do nothing, but then he just destroys Bonfim. But Alves, like I said, he's pretty good everywhere. He's kind of dangerous. He'll throw some power, but he's not really knocking dudes out. I mean, the Munir Lazez got with them body kicks. I was fucking pissed on that. I had a bet on Lazez and that too, and he just like triple body kicked him, but pretty decent, but like, I mean, he's been finished a lot, dude. Like, I mean, last time, granted, it was Ikram, but before that, he's been finished a decent amount of times, got knocked out, got submitted, and just, not a trustworthy fighter. I mean, Jeremiah Wells put him to Gaethje land, Dalby, close fight. Ikram put him there. Randy Brown submitted him. Krause kneed and punched him. Yeah, dude. Like I said, his claim to fame was beating Kobe Covington. Coming up to 185 doesn't look good on him. I mean, granted, he did fight Ikram on short notice, so he looked kind of chubby and fat, but maybe you come in shape, man, on that good stuff, because he's getting a little older too. But Abus, man, he's got good wrestling. He's Dagestani that kind of grew up in Germany, but I mean, grew up in Dagestan for a little bit, I guess. And good, decent wrestling when he wants to use it. He wrestled Sadie Boy Sai back in the PFL back in the day and got that win. But other than that, he's getting most of his wins by striking. But he was fighting such low-level homeless people, dude, to get his record to where it was. Even after he got knocked out by the one dude in the PFL, forget that dude's name. That dude was like 42. Just hit him with a fucking crazy shot. That was one of the weirdest knockouts ever. Like, he got punched and like got knocked out on his own brain like twice, falling back. It was weird. But he's dangerous everywhere, man. He's got good kicks, good punches. He can go hard. I think he should fight more like the style like he did against Stolfus and Sean Strickland. And just, if he doesn't get him out of there, it gets gas and finish. But like the style he kind of used against Kyle Barallo, which is crazy because Kyle Barallo's good. But like, he just was low output, didn't attempt nothing, didn't go nuts, you need to, like, if you're explosive like that and can do some crazy shit, you should use that to your advantage. But probably never will again, though, after what happened with Sean Strickland.
That was on short notice, though, too.
Who?
It was a 5-round fight. There was no way he was going to last 5 rounds.
Avis wasn't on short notice, though.
I thought he was.
Sean Strickland probably was on short notice. But
really?
Oh, yeah. Because, like, Strickland fought Mavov on short notice, and I think he fought Avis on short notice. But I don't think Avis.
Definitely a Mavov. I remember that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That might not even have been a short notice fight. Actually, it wasn't a short notice fight because they did. Because I remember watching a video a long time ago where Strickland's like, I'm fighting Avis because he's fighting way back, but he's like, everybody else is taken up, and I got to stay like fucking. I got to stay getting fights because Avis was ranked like 20th or 30th or something at the time, you know, and Sean's like in the top 10. And then they made it a main event. But yeah, man, you can't trust Avis until I see him do some more shit than what he did with Stolfus and then his last 2 fights. I don't know what I'm going to get out of him. I expect him to win. I think he can knock out Warley Alves if he goes after it. But if he just goes another tit for tat, slow, low output fight like he did with Kyle Brallo, it could be close because Warley Alves isn't bad. I'm picking Avis, but I don't trust him to like put him into anything yet. So give me Avis by knockout, but no trust whatsoever.
There you go. Rem Dog said, make sure you tell Baby Blood bankroll management.
Sure.
Remember it.
Yo,
don't let her
always
go out there betting these Russian ping pong ones and stuff like that. She's undefeated, right? Or she lost one because of Urseg.
She's 3-1. Yep, her only loss was the Urseg pick.
Crazy.
Up 14 units. Yeah.
Wild. We got Artem MMA in the house. What's up, Artem? Definitely check out Artem on YouTube where he puts out his Road to UFC, which I believe it's starting soon or already did. I can't remember.
He's good at that.
He already has all of his episodes out for that. So if you like that, go check it out. Sure. Johnny looking very trustworthy today. That's weird. Usually it's the other way around, but I'll take it. Is Johnny going to wear the cap backwards when he hits 3K? I'll do it. Yeah.
Do it.
Once I hit 3K. I'll wear it backwards. Let's go.
Over the top style, baby. Flip it around. Fucking arm wrestle.
You guys do individual card videos anymore or just sticking with giving your picks out on defending units? This week, I did not. I was busy because of Mother's Day and I had other things going on. So I just decided, I'm sure you did as well, Cody. Like I just do it Wednesday.
Yeah, I had to do Mother's Day stuff. And then that took out my Sunday and then worked Monday. Then yesterday. Didn't do it. I had to because I was behind from doing stuff. I had to still do the Barboza tape study, which obviously Avery Bell didn't do. Baby Blood didn't do. So
she did it in 25 seconds. What are you talking about?
Yeah, just look. Take that motherfucker right.
It's like looking in their eyes, like I like this one better.
I'm gonna start just putting this up, making my picks, and I feel like I fucking win, dude. But
yeah, I'll definitely have a picks video out for next one. I know we have a week off for sure, so I'll have time.
Yeah, and then I just didn't feel right doing it today. I'm like, dude, I'm going to do it today, and then like I'm going to do this show and do the same thing.
I know. Once I like, if I know I'm not going to get my video out by Monday night, I'm just going to wait till Wednesday. Like one of those things, you know. There's no point.
Yeah.
Nichols likes Avis round 1-2 KO. I like that. I think that's how he wins.
Comes out. He needs to come out hard like that.
Who was the Rebeski this week? That's the question. $1 million question.
Probably Gato.
Man, no.
That line doesn't make any sense.
No way.
She's a lower girl coming up.
Okay, it didn't make sense at like minus 500 where it was. It was something crazy, but it's
how do you think she wins? That other girl's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, way bigger. She's going to be thicker. Hits way harder in the feet. Like Vidal's not terrible. I just think that Rendon girl is fucking
the sloppiest girl I've ever seen. Bad. She probably could have lost the Rendon fight.
Rendon's tough. She's not bad. She's huge too. She's like 5'10". These are big girls.
Wait, did she lose? Yeah, she lost to Rendon.
Yeah, split decision. But Gato's little
she did lose.
Girl coming up to one.
And she beat Ramona Pasquale, who's awful. Those are her 2 UFC fights. Cody.
Gato beat Sarge Eubanks, bro.
We'll get there. Nolan could be it. He's only got like 7 fights, and that's kind of a no-no.
True.
All the big favorites are coming off losses too. Yep.
Yeah.
Raw Torque likes Avis by decision. Shoutouts are sick. I uploaded and interested. I upload stat dives if anyone is interested. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely check out Baby Sharp MMA. If you want some stat dives and on Twitter and Instagram, are you on Instagram? If so, I'll just promote it, and YouTube as well. Vidal's terrible. That's all I gotta say. But we'll get to there. Next one is gonna be, speak of the devil, Vidal versus Gato, and I believe it is your turn.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think this line's freaking crazy. Like, Vidal, she's got like decent striking. Like, she's got that knee. It's not like she's got great striking, but she's got some power. She's got her little flying knee that she does. She moves around. She's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. It's not bad jiu-jitsu at all. She's got good jiu-jitsu though. Decent wrestling even. She was trying to take down Rendon, but like I said, dude, Rendon's huge. Melissa Gato's 5'5", 69-inch reach coming up from flyweight just because she had a fight canceled within the last month or two. It's not like she had some plan to come up to bantamweight and fight. It's just she had a fight canceled recently, and then Vidal had a fight canceled. Vidal was
if I was Gato, I would take this fight too.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I thought she got beat by Lipsky. She got beat by.
It was close, but I thought so as well. Do you think Vidal has a chance against Lipsky? No.
I don't know. I don't think Lipsky's all that freaking great either. But
Cody,
I just think in the end, though, size is going to matter, and I don't see where Gato's great. Where the fuck is Gato good at?
She's got good submissions. Her striking is solid.
Who has she outstruck, really?
I mean,
she was getting beat up by Sarge Eubanks. She's getting beat up by Sarge Eubanks that hit her with a body kick in the third round that finished her.
I mean, they're basically identical in size. 5'6", 5'5", 68, 69-inch reach.
Bro, one girl's thicker than a cold bowl of mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
and one girl is 5'5" and
skinny. I can tell you who's going to be stronger and has more muscle.
It don't matter. Sometimes when you fight up at the better weight class, it's better for you. But Vidal, like, she's got power in her hands, power kicks. And then she's got like decent wrestling with freaking brown belt and BJJ. Like, she's got leg locks, all kinds of stuff. I just don't see where it's like Gato's going to go out there. She's going to do this to her. She's going to finish her to be minus like 350, 400. Like, Gato doesn't have great wrestling. She's got pretty good jiu-jitsu, but like mainly off her back. And then her striking's just okay. It's not like her striking's fucking great striking. So I don't know, man. I just watched tape. I just didn't see, like, even against Lipsky. Like, she got, like, Lipsky was hit tossing her, and she couldn't get Lipsky down at all. And then, like, she don't throw really power on her feet. She was just kind of touching. I think that's why Lipsky won, because, like, even though Gato had like more strikes, Lipsky was hitting harder, backing her up the whole time. I think both these girls aren't great. So I think one being minus 400s coming off 2 losses down at 125 is just crazy to me. So I don't know. Give me Vidal at the price. And this fight should be close.
All I'm going to say is Vidal's best win is against Aylin Perez, and that's because Aylin Perez illegally kneed her.
Mm-hmm.
That's her best win. I don't think Vidal is good at all. I think her striking is sloppy. I don't think she's got great wrestling. I mean, she can sub you with some crazy subs, but she slows down after a round and a half. And the fight against Rendon, I don't think Rendon's all that great. And she lost that fight. And I think Gato has been fighting clearly the better competition at flyweight. I think Gato is a big flyweight. She's going to be stronger, I believe, as well. And I don't think her striking is all that bad. It's not great. I'm not going to say she's going to beat, Valentina Shevchenko anytime soon, but she's going to be safe on the mat if Vidal wants to go there. And I think on the feet, I think she's going to be safe too. And I think as the fight goes on, I think Gato will be there in front of her. And I think she'll be winning the minutes that way, or maybe even a late finish when Vidal slows down enough. So I like Gato a lot here. Now, do I like her at minus 500 where she was at one point? Hell no. But I think she is the better fighter here, clearly. But I mean, it's getting down to the point where it could be playable for a parlay piece, because I just don't think Vidal's good. I don't think she's UFC caliber. Let's put it that way. I'm surprised she was even in the UFC. Personally, that's just me. I think I'm not saying Gato's going to be, top 10 anytime ever, but she's better than Vidal. That's what I say. So I think Gato can win by a late finish. Probably, if anything, it might be like a ground and pound if Vidal kind of gives up when she has like a mount or something like that, or it's going to be a decision. So, But I like Gatto here. I'm pretty. I wanted to make it my weirdly confident pick, but I couldn't at a minus 350 or whatever she's at right now. So I got. It's weird to like say like I'm confident Gatto's gonna win, but I'm not gonna do it like a minus
going up a weight class short notice.
But the bantamweight division is so bad, dude. It is so bad. Like it is awful. Like I bet you half the flyweights, if they move up to bantamweight, they would beat pretty much most of the bantamweights. Like maybe till top 3.
Who's the champ at 125? Grasso?
Mm-hmm.
I think Pennington? You think she beats Pennington's a big, tough freaking girl.
I mean, I think she has a good shot. She's a more technical striker. The only thing that's going to be the difference would be is if Pennington can get her hands on her and clinch her up against the cage for the whole 5 rounds.
She's going to.
And that's how she's going to win. Now, the judging can be a little skewed there.
Kayla Harrison?
I mean, now, after seeing her...
You should have seen her at PFL. That girl's a beast. She just couldn't elbow. That did kill her a lot.
In the UFC. I obviously, I've seen her in the PFL. But, I mean, that girl is way big. Way big. So there's an outlier there, but like who else? Like give me another bantamweight.
Bueno Silva's good at Bueno Silva's good at bantamweight.
I think flyweights can beat her. She's not that
Juliana
good.
Pena.
I think flyweights can beat her.
Who's the one girl that Norma, your girl Dump Chuck Dumont?
I think she's top 5 bantamweight. I think she's top 5 bantamweight.
She looked good, even against.
But I tell you what,
Jermaine Durand to me, she'll fuck them flyweights.
I'll be honest. I think there's some flyweights that could beat Norma Dumont. Think of the top flyweights.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Like, what about Macy Barber versus Norma Dumont?
Macy's thick. She's big, maybe.
Well, so is Norma,
but not like Erin Blanchfield. Dude, Manon Farrell, though, maybe. I don't know.
That there's another one. I think Farrell, if she moved up to bantamweight, she would be top 5 instantly.
Is Farrell getting a title shot? Well, she's top 5 wherever she's going to be.
True, but she would dominate that division. Well, maybe not with Kayla.
Who's Grasso fighting next?
I think they're trying to fight Valentina, but again, they're like squibbling with the date because
is that the one at the Spear?
Yeah, because Valentina is like, I already fought on Independence Day, Mexican Independence Day before. I don't want to fight on again. So, which I don't blame her, but at the same time, it's like, pick a freaking date. Let's go. Let's move on up to the next one since we went on too much about this stupid fight.
Yeah, for sure.
We went way too in depth talking about other flyweights and bantamweights. We got Omar Sy versus Tuco Tokos, whatever his name is. I'm gonna be real. I did the tape study for the other guy, Tricali, but I did not do anything for Tuco. But I'm still gonna pick Sy because of the short notice. Like that, you kind of have to. At that point, it's like what 3 days short notice or whatever, 4 days. But I like him. I mean, he's a crazy striker with good power, but I really just didn't have the time to look into Tuco, so I'm just gonna stick with my original pick with Sy.
Yeah, I would have liked to do. The only thing I know about the Tucos dude is watching the one Chinese dude that just knocked out fucking Braga or whatever that dude's name was. Remember the big Chinese dude that's knocked out like all his opponent? Yeah, that dude. He knocked out Tucos. No.
Ming Yang Zhang.
Yeah, that dude. Gotcha. He knocked out Tucos. This Tucios dude, bad, bro. But like the guy's not bad. But like short notice, he's not gonna win. But like this Omar Sy dude's not that good. Like his striking's okay, but he's just more of a grappler, and he's just like a really strong dude. He reminds me of Petrino. Vitor Petrino, decent, but Petrino has better striking than this dude, in my opinion. But like then he's just like raw power grapples you and takes you down. But the minute, like even that Tricoli dude was gonna have a good chance of choking this dude out, just because I've seen this dude get reversed by lower level guys. Like I've seen like he's more a grappler. In all the fights that I was watching, he basically just wants to get dudes to the ground and beat him up on the ground, which he does have good ground and pound and stuff. And I think he's going to be able to get this dude to the ground. I think he's going to be able to wear on him, and I think he'll be able to finish this dude. Just super short notice. But Tricali had a chance, dude, in this fight because he's Brazilian with legit jiu-jitsu, The other dude's like just like a size, just like a specimen, dude. That's got good wrestling and good BJJ, and it'll probably get way better as.
Were you worried a little bit from him being off for like 2 years?
Fuck
too?
Yeah, he had like one fight in like 5 years.
I
was
picking side because of that. Another reason why I'm picking side because of that. It's like I'm not trusting these guys off of these crazy long layoffs or girls, whoever it is. It's because I almost feel like they're destined to lose at least one round. Like whether it's going to be the first round or the last round, like they're going to be a little rusty or they're going to gas out. So it's like, are they going to get a finish in the first round? Like one of those things. Like it kind of like plays a little bit of tricks on my head, but I'm like, I just can't. I don't know. And I just feel like a lot of times too, it's like these long layoff people, they don't win. They really don't. They can look good on paper and they should win, but they're just not there. It's just for whatever reason, like there's rusty, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tyler says Macy could be bantamweight champ. I think she could be too. And I am not a Macy Barber fan. I think she can be. It's because the bantamweight's so bad.
I don't think she beats Manon Farrow.
No, not in flyweight. I don't think
Manon goes up to bantamweight, beats her there too.
Oh yeah, I would agree. But that's just.
I don't think Macy beats Shevchenko. I mean, Grasso's already beat.
We're talking bantamweight. Macy could be bantamweight. I think she could be Pennington.
True. Or so girls there, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's some flyweights.
She should just go up there.
Literally,
they should. Flyweight.
They should.
She's thick. She's a big flyweight girl. She should. But I mean, dude, her versus fucking Pennington, dude. Pennington's like what she does, but just a bigger girl and meaner, and she's gonna have a better clinch than Macy, which is where Macy usually wins, and she ain't winning that clinch there. There's even girls like fucking Macy Chase on. Dude, there's a ton of bantamweights that'll fuck up some flyweights.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Well, yeah, but there's some flyweights that would mess up some bantamweights too.
Like his Macy Chase on versus Macy Barber, the Macy fight. Be a good fight.
Yeah,
I think Dumont.
Dumont would win. Sorry,
we'll have to see how big.
Dumont and Macy would be a fun fight. I think
Macy's a fun fight with anybody because she's so aggressive and tough. Yeah, man. When she's young, we'll see. She'd probably get a title at some point. She's still only like 26 or something.
Yeah, she's super young still. Next one's gonna be Tom Nolan versus Victor Martinez. I'll let you go.
Yeah, Tom Nolan, dude, all offense, no defense. If you watch most of his fights, doesn't have the best takedown defense or jiu-jitsu, but like, he's tough. He's got good cardio and he's got a good get-up game. Because I watched him fight some other dude in Australia that trained out of America or City Kickboxing, and like he grappled Nolan, but he's one of them dudes like McKinney or them. They just go really hard in the first round and then they can dominate somebody for 5 minutes if they don't get them done. Even if the other person's maybe like a little stronger, a little better, like the people that go out and you're just dumb and use all their strength in the first round, they're going to get people down that like they might not even be as strong as because they're using everything. But Tom Nolan, man, powerful southpaw boxing, dude. He's got really good knees, which obviously are going to help here. Powerful left hook. That's what he put that Bogdan Grad out with. Just freaking pretty tough, durable dude. He got caught with that Nicholas Mota left hand. That happens. But Victor Martinez, man, like, I don't think he's UFC caliber. You know what I mean? He's not really great everywhere. I'll tell you what, he has decent takedown defense and a pretty good get-up game. He's got volume striking with some pop, but it's not like serious power. And he gets dropped all the fucking time. Like he doesn't do anything great, and then he gets dropped all the time. Go back to his Contender Series fight. You can go to some regional scene fights. Go to the Jordan Levitt fight, which is not a good look because I feel like Nolan's going to be throwing the same type knees. So give me Nolan by KO on this.
Yeah, I'm right with you. Nolan by KO is the way to go. Martinez, I don't think he's UFC caliber. His boxing is just okay. He doesn't really have the greatest power. And he's very hittable, and he's been KO'd at least, I think, 2 or 3 times. And Jordan Levitt, the Monkey King himself, was able to knock him out in the first round with a flying knee. What do you think Nolan's going to do? Like, Nolan's a million times better striker than Jordan Levitt.
Too. I didn't bring up the size way bigger, too. So he's got 3 inches of reach, but he's going to have 7 inches of height.
Yeah, and I think the UFC, maybe after the Nolan's last fight, I think the UFC was like, maybe we tried a little bit too hard to move him up. Let's just get him something really easy, get him a bounce back when this is a bounce back.
So it always happens. They need to give him more contender series people off the bat and close.
And this guy only has seven pro fights. Like, why give him Nicholas Mota?
Like you would say, Steve Nugent when he fought Jarno Aaron. Like, you got to give these people, they fought like low level guys in the regional scene and beat them up, and then you bring them in against
solid
savages that are well rounded everywhere and been in there, been beat up, gave some beatings. Like, you got to let these dudes, because most of them aren't that good. Now you got some people that's really good coming off the contender series, ready to do some shit, but.
Yeah, usually with those guys, you have to give them at least 2 or 3 fights, and then you can start working them up, because most of them haven't fought more than 10 times. Most of them from Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah,
you got to work those guys up. They get them to 10 fights, and then start how you would normally work a guy up. Like, give them the easy fights, give them the newer guys coming up or something that you think have a chance, or the older guys have experience but they're chinny, something like that. Like, I don't know. It's just weird with these guys are trying to move up and they move up too quick, and you're like, yeah, you might have messed them up now.
Yo.
So Latrell says, I got Nolan on the parlay with Patchy Mix. I like it. Patchy Mix all day, twice on Sunday.
Twice on Saturday, motherfucker. In this case, on
Friday. Twice on Friday. My bad.
In this case, on Friday.
He hits a lot and hits a lot, as does Nolan. Could be fight of the night. It could be. It could last 20 seconds too.
If both their chins hold up, it could be a volume for sure fight of the night.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it could be like Waters versus Goff.
It's coming off knockouts though.
30-27s. There's gonna be 2 of them for Nolan, guaranteed. 6'3", 155 or Nolan by KO on that 5'8" chinny guy, which I don't think he should be a lightweight either. I think he should go down a weight class.
Yeah, well, I think he should go down to the LFA.
Well, that's true too. Martinez has 2 KO losses. Nolan 1 KO loss. Yeah, they're both coming off. There we go.
At least like the Bogdan Grad win is pretty decent, because that dude, the Nolan's win on the contender series, because that Bogdan Grad dude's not that bad. So that's the best win these guys got.
No, that was a good win.
Even Victor Martinez win on the contender series was lackluster as fuck. I don't even know how he got into the UFC off of that. Like, the other dude he fought, Rosales, wasn't even all that good either, and it wasn't even like a great fight.
Yeah, I like that parlay piece. That should hit. KO1. Yep, I like that too. Next one will be the main card: Angela Hill versus Luana Pinheiro, and I will go. And I got it. I know I've said this before, and I don't want to pick older fighters, if you want to say, but man, I can't look away from this one. Angela Hill is the better fighter, and if she's looking better in her fights recently. I know she did lose against who was it? Mackenzie Dern. That was a close fight though, but she's beating, Loopy, Emily Ducote, Denise Gomes, the way she beat Denise Gomes too, which that is a good fight to watch for this fight, because Pinheiro, she's aggressive. She's got good striking and good power early, but she fades every freaking fight. If it goes past the second round, she fades. And the third round is always going to be dicey for her. And Angela Hill is going to be in front of her face, pushing a pace and just killing her with 1,000 cuts. And maybe she can get a third round finish. But I think she's going to be able to win either round 1 or 2 as well with round 3. And she should win a decision here. I just don't see how Pinheiro can win unless it's going to be an early knockout. And Angela Hill is a dog. I don't even remember the last time she's been knocked out. Do you know the last time?
She got submitted by Random Marcos a long time ago. I had a bet on her in that fight on Marcos.
Yeah, but did she get knocked out? When was the last time she got knocked out?
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
She might have been knocked out. Maybe not knocked out though too.
I don't. Rose. Oh no, that was a submission. No, she's never been knocked out.
No, 2 submission losses, and that ain't happening no more.
No. So
no KO losses.
I like Angela Hill here a lot, and I think her line started coming down.
It's crazy. I don't know
why.
Fuck.
And
I
jumped on that line. I will say that right now, and I'm happy because I think she wins. The third round prop too, I think, is plus 2,200, and I think that's a great little sprinkle bet to do, just in case, because But Luana is like slow, so like Rebus
she
was
does,
able
but
to
she
get her
got
out.
fucking wheel kicked in the face against Rebus.
You don't
know
think?
what I mean?
You don't think Angela Hill can do
Hill's
something like
wheel
that?
kicking her? No,
No, not like that. But you don't think she can push a pace on her to the point where she kind of gives up? I can see that. It's worth like some beer money.
I mean, if you're
on that.
spring, yeah. I mean, I usually gotta go off history,
I'm not saying throw a unit on it or something.
2 units.
I'm gonna try to get all my losing bets this year on this one right here.
Hill
2200. I'm gonna put 2 units on round 3, Angela Hill, and I'm gonna be good for the rest of the year. I'm gonna retire for the rest of the year. I'm done. Call me a winner. But yeah, Angela Hill by decision. I'm pretty confident. Like this is one of my more confident picks.
All right. So Pinero, decent striking with some pop in it. She's a judo girl though. She comes from a judo background, so she's got pretty good judo tosses. She's got okay jiu-jitsu. But when she seems like she wrestles a lot, she slows down even more. So she tries to just mix it in a little bit. But I just don't think she's going to be out here judo tripping Angela Hill down. Angela Hill's got a strong ass clinch herself. She's a Muay Thai girl, so she's got like trip takedowns and stuff out of the clinch. And she's got a super strong clinch. And even if she gets taken down, I don't see her getting held down by Pinero. She's going to be fighting the whole time to get back up. She might even be able to land her own takedowns in this fight. But when they're standing, like I just think Hill's going to, like I said, Pinero's striking's improving for sure. But she's a judo girl. She's coming from a grappling background. So like she's got decent power, and she does throw with some power. You've seen her piecing up Hebus a little bit in that first round. But yeah, she'll start to slow down, and she doesn't have like a ton of stuff. She's going to offer you a leg kick. She's got decent moves. She's just like her boyfriend. What's his nuts? Fucking our husband, our boyfriend, Mateus Nicolau. She moves side to side and does all that. And then but she only throws like the overhand right and then some leg kicks. And once people get her timing on that, she starts getting hit more. She slows down, and then she's more stationary in the pocket, taking more shots by the middle of the second and the third. That's why it looked bad against Hebus like that. But yeah, man, Angela Hill is just good everywhere with great cardio, great experience, great toughness. You watch Pinero's fight against Watterson, and I'm not even sure if she won that fight. And that was against the worst version of Michelle Watterson you're ever going to get in your life, in the middle of the making movies Watterson. So I'm going to take Hill here. I just think she's got better cardio. She's just going to be like a little better everywhere, can use all of her experience that she's had. And I think she can win all 3 rounds, or maybe, get that 3rd round finish. I was thinking about something like that. The 3rd round Hill finish. No, 22. I don't know, man. Yeah, no, it's worth a shot. Hey, man, people win all the time big like that. So
hey, definitely. There's numerous guys that throw numerous darts and
hit big.
Sometimes they hit.
For sure.
I'm not one of those guys. Whenever I throw a dart, I clearly miss the board.
Hit the fucking wall.
But I'm going to throw. Maybe I'll do it. The only dart that I hit was Petrosky round 1 submission.
That was nice
against Maximov. That's it. That was like my biggest dart I ever hit in my life.
That's a good fucking call though. But yeah, give me Angela Hill. I had better at like -155 and thought the line would go up. Like when you watch tape, I just don't really see where Pinero is going to beat her at. Like I don't see her going out there out grappling Angela Hill for 3 rounds. I don't see her out striking Angela Hill by any stretch.
She's going to have to
so I don't
land the better shots, but I don't think she's going to be able to do that for 2 rounds though.
And Hill eats them and then just keeps putting pressure on her and then clearly wins. So yeah, man.
Yep. I like it. Nichols said they give out Hill money line -135 free pick of the week. I like that.
Nice.
That's where I got it. We got Brandon in here. What's up, Brandon? Hey, gents. Got in late. We'll have to rewatch. That's a straight off topic, but do you guys plan to look at 302 any different with the new gloves? I don't think so. But if I notice something, as I'm watching it, maybe I will after that.
See if anybody that's a known eye poker is on there who won't be able to use their good moves.
It's true.
But I think there's like a little less padding on them mofos too. So.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit smaller, less padding. So that extra couple ounces might make your hands a little bit faster too.
Bro, how weird is that? Like, knock on wood, because I don't want no shit to happen. But think how many times in UFC fights we've had, and like nobody's breaking their hands recently. I feel like people used to break. Remember Uriah Faber broke both of his hands? Was just fucking throwing elbows. I think it was against Mike Thomas Brown back in the day. But like people don't do that too much anymore. That's good. So hopefully they don't do it with this. I mean, it doesn't seem like they do it in bare knuckle either. Just their face.
Yep. Yeah, goes distance for sure. Yeah, that 3rd round though, I'm just a little skeptical, but it should go to decision, I will say. MMA Ricky, what's up, man? What's up, dudes? Angela Hill all day. She thrives against these fighters that fade. She will put on a pace. I played her at round 3 plus 2,500. There you go. Me and MMA Ricky.
Great minds
Same
think
page.
alike. For sure.
My mind's not that great, but Ricky's is. So definitely give Ricky a follow on Twitter. He puts out his bets as well. And he does great each and every week, where me, on the other hand, is a toss-up. He only has 5 finishes with 11 decisions and 11 decision losses. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Pinheiro faded so bad in the Hebus fight. She was winning, and then she was dead out of nowhere. Agreed.
Yeah.
So maybe that happens again. You just don't know.
Yep.
Luana, I'm going to say that's stats. Yep. So round 1, 40% to win. Goes a distance 40%, or round 3, 20% loss. 20% loss? 20%? I'll take that. Hill's win is 40%, goes a distance, and loss goes a distance is 60%. Okay. I like it. Pinheiro will win round 1. I feel very strongly about that. Live line should be a good bet for Hill. Yeah, you could do that for sure. And I would feel confident doing that if she clearly loses too, Hill. So bet the house. Let's do it. Bet it up. Let's go, boys. All right. Adrian Yanez, if that's how you say it now. I still don't like it.
Yanez.
It's Yanez. But I'm going to say Yanez because, you know what? He just switched this. I know. Versus Vinicius Salvador. I believe it's my turn. But, I mean, Adrian Yanez is a very good boxer. Great counters, quick hands. You know, he is I want to say he's durable, but he gets hit a lot, and sometimes he can get cracked. And sometimes when he gets in those brawls, you're like, why are you doing this? Just stay on the outside and work those combos, work the body, which he does good working the body too. Doesn't check a leg kick to save his life, though. That's the only bad thing. But luckily, he's fighting this guy named Vinicius Salvador. But he's a super aggressive striker. He's pretty durable, but he gets hit a lot as well. He's not very technical. He's very wild and crazy. And I mean, Yanez should win this fight like 9 out of 10 times. Like, he's way more technical, way better boxer, better combos. Vinicius is too hittable, and I do think Yanez will be able to sleep him. I'm just scared that something crazy will happen and Vinicius will land like a spinning elbow and knock out Yanez. Like something stupid like that. That's the only way Yanez should lose this fight. But other than that, I think Yanez should win this fight. Like I said, 9 out of 10 times. I'm going to say by knockout. I'm going to say second round. I'm pretty confident in that one. But I just can't get to betting it because I just don't trust Yanez anymore. Just my heart says no. So I can't do it. But I do think he wins. I'm pretty confident he wins.
Yeah. Like this is a major step down in competition for Yanez, and then a major step up for Salvador. Like Salvador's fighting like what's the one dude? The dude that plays the violin, the little Mexican dude that just beat the other dude down in Mexico and got robbed. Oh, he's got a weird last name too.
I know who it is. I just can't think of his name. Let me look. I see him in Altamirano.
Yeah, Altamirano.
And then CJ Vergara.
Yeah, then he barely fights against CJ Vergara. He's finished all of his wins, and when he can't get a finish, like he's getting beat. Yeah. So when you go from fighting Vergara, you know what I mean? You're going up to Yanez, who's got wins over people like Davey Grant. It's a huge step up. And then Yanez is coming from Rob Font, Davey Grant, Jonathan Martinez down to freaking Vinicius Salvador there. And Yanez could be a star in this game for sure. He's got personality, all that stuff. So phenomenal boxing with both hands, his left hand, his left hooks, power, dude, his lead. He's good with his lead hand. Decent leg kicks. Like you said, he don't check leg kicks himself. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but it's pretty much only defensively. I've never seen him actually like really try to wrestle anybody or use it. But he's just going to be so much more technical than Salvador. And Salvador likes to be the dude coming forward, doing all this weird shit, you know, throwing big strikes and all that stuff. And he's not going to be coming forward against Yanez. Yanez is going to hit him with some big shots. I see him get him out of there because Yanez puts pressure on you, dude. And then you're backing up, fighting up, backing up all the time. Then he's just jabbing you, hitting you with all, like constantly throwing volume. I see him overwhelming Salvador by the middle of that second to the third round and getting a TKO win. Salvador's coming up to 135. You know, he got beat out of 125. Sure. Was on his way to losing to freaking Shannon Ross on the Contender Series because like he whooped Ross. It probably would have been I don't know. Like he whooped Ross and hurt him a couple times in that first round really bad. And then the second round, he came out and he was kind of slowed down, dude. And Shannon Ross was actually putting in a little bit of work on him. And then he just hit Shannon with one more shot. R.I.P. Shannon, and put him out. But
it's my bro.
Yeah, Beginning Yanez, man. He's the better fighter here. He's going to be the bigger fighter. I mean, they're the same height, same reach, but I just feel like he'll be a little thicker. But I like his boxing. You know what I mean? He's showed good wins. That Davey Grant win was good enough to make me think he can beat fucking Vinicius Salvador. So give me Yanez.
Right on. Tyler likes Yanez too. Classic get right spot. Agree. Yanez money line. Yanez KO from Brahma. If you rewatch Victor versus
they really
Salvador punches, it looks so bad. Yeah.
No technicality there.
Fighters coming off a round 1 KO back to back usually hesitant, but Yanez a dog. I agree with round 2 KO.
Yeah.
Salvador struggled to make weight in the past couple fights. Yeah, the last one I think he was a little heavier.
Maybe, yeah.
He looked good enough to make a good fight. There would be a chance to grab a better line on Yanez. Okay. I can see Salvador dancing in this fight and get KO'd. Yep.
He calls Yanez to the fence like he thinks he's Anderson Silva, and Yanez
and then he's like,
boom, 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 boom. Tony Kelly treatment.
Yeah. Yanez with a counter right. Yep.
Like it.
Salvador's 125er as well. Yeah, he's coming up for the first time. Yeah.
Yep. He trains with Rebus, though. He's out of Rebus's camp.
Let's see. Ramiz Brahima versus Themba Garimbo. And I believe it's your turn, no.
Yeah, so Ramiz hasn't fought in 2 years. I believe it's 2 years, right?
About 2 years, yeah.
It's not a good sign, but he's still 31. So, I mean, he's still a young dude in his prime. He has pretty good boxing. It's a pretty good technical boxing. Like, you've seen him box with Max Griffin. That fight was pretty close to his ear got ripped off. It was still a pretty good fight. And that was his UFC debut. You know what I mean? He's fighting a guy that's probably had 12 to 15 fights in the UFC at that point. And Max Griffin's as durable as they come. He's well-rounded everywhere. That's a tough debut for anybody. But Ramiz has good boxing. He's got pretty good cardio. He's got good wrestling, and he's got really good jiu-jitsu. Like his other fight that he had a tough-ass fight for his style was Court McGee, which Court McGee's a tough fight for anybody, especially like 3-4 years ago. You know what I mean? When Court McGee was still like 34, 35. Because he's got decent boxing and all that. You've seen with Morono, even after getting killed a couple of times, still had something left for Morono. But Court's got great wrestling and even better jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? So like Ramiz was going to – and he probably had 15 UFC fights at that point too. And this was Ramiz's third fight. So, like, that was still a good fight. Like, he had moments where he was taking Court McGee down, you know, and they're going back and forth in the scrambling. And it was a good, tough back and forth fight with another UFC vet. Now he's going to fight Themba Garimbo, who has looked better recently. I mean, I've been fading Themba since the freaking beginning. I faded him with Fletcher. And then I didn't bet the last fight with Pete Rodriguez, but I faded him with Sato. And Sato is a striker with a little bit of judo. And that still was ugly for Themba in lots of parts of that fight. Like, he was getting hip tossed to the ground. Like if Sato he has no ground game whatsoever. That's always been the way to beat Sato. Like that was a layup the UFC gave him. Like Gunnar Nelson, somebody else had just beat Sato, like Bilal Muhammad. Like they just take him down and hold him down. But Themba wasn't even able to get much control. He did hit him with that long straight right though to start the second round, which put him on his ass, almost finished him. But so Themba's got like okay wrestling, right? It's not like great, right? Like, well, I mean, you can tell he definitely didn't wrestle in like some American or Russian schools, but he's strong. He's going to wrestle you. He's going to push you up against the cage and just try to use strength to get you down, you know, and go for the ankles. And he is getting a little better because now he's training in America, getting a little bit better training, but he's already older. I don't know if he's 34, 35. He could be like older than that. It's hard to tell. But the dude is persistent, but he makes so many mistakes on the ground. I don't think his striking is that great, but obviously he has a little bit of power in that right hand. But Bermaj has good technical striking with good defense. And then in the wrestling, like I think Ramiz is going to be better wrestler. Like I honestly think he'll be the better wrestler here. And then I think he's got the higher level jiu-jitsu too. Like he's a high level black belt in jiu-jitsu. And like Themba makes so many mistakes. We just watched AJ Fletcher choke him out, a year and a half ago? You know what I mean? And that's not a great look, even though AJ Fletcher isn't terrible, but it's just like you see when people put the resistance back on Themba in the grappling, like he can be reversed, he can be taken down, and he can slow down. So I like Ramiz here, you know. I just think that he should be better almost everywhere, including cardio and all that. So in the higher level grappler. And that's what Themba wants to do, is grapple, even if he doesn't want to. Like, I think Ramiz can take him down. So we're going to get some good grappling here. And I think Ramiz eventually, Themba's going to have his moments too. Ramiz ain't going to come out here and just take him down and choke him out. They're going to go back and forth, have some scrambles. But that one time that Themba slows down a little bit and gives up his back, and a higher level black belt gets on his back, I think he can choke him out. So
yeah.
Give me Brahimaj here at plus 170. That's what I bet him.
Yeah, I mean, Ramiz is going to definitely be the better grappler by leaps and bounds better. So I'm hoping Gorimbo doesn't try to wrestle here, but I do think he is the better striker. He's going to have a little bit of range on him too. Not to say that he's some kind of KO guy, even though he looked great against Pete Rodriguez, but I mean, he should have done that. So good on him. But yeah, I think this is going to be a fun fight and we're going to learn a lot more. But again, what scares me about Ramiz is that 2-year layoff, and he had a crazy spinal injury or something like that. And so he's coming back from that injury. And I don't know. I can't get on that. And I think Gorimbo has been improving. I'm not saying he's like leaps and bounds better, but I've seen a little bit better from his like first fight to, Pete Rodriguez. That looks great, but I'm not putting too much equity in that. But I do think he is improving. So it's going to be a close fight. I'm going with Gorimbo. Obviously, like I said, Brahima has a good chance to get a submission, especially if Gorimbo makes some stupid mistake. That's always going to be live in every round. But I think if Gorimbo does play it safe, though, keeps it on the feet, stays at range, I think he wins this fight 9 out of 10 times. But that's the question. Is he going to go for wrestling? Is he going to try to do like he has been doing and use that wrestling? Because he shouldn't. He should just stay at range, stay far, far away. We'll see what happens here. But going with Gorimbo.
He's got good striking. I think he's one of them dudes, like, not Jailton Almeida, but he's like panic wrestling most of the time, or keeping you in space. Like, he doesn't want to be in space at all. Like Ramiz has pretty technical striking, but Themba's got that power.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have some reach. He's going to have like 4 or 5 inches of reach on him too. So, and he's got kicks too. Like, I think, Ramiz usually just boxer, but he does throw some leg kicks, but nothing crazy. So yeah, he's going to have 4 inches of reach, 2 inches of height on him. So, I mean, it's going to be a close fight. I think the line right now is appropriate for either guy. But if you got Ramiz at like plus 200 or something like that crazy, I mean, that good on you, because I do think that line was off in the beginning. This is where the line should be. So now you're deciding from there. So like I said, give me Gorimbo. I'll go by decision. I think if there is going to be a finish, it's going to be on the Ramiz side, and it's going to be by submission. But I just don't see Ramiz winning a decision, though. So it's submission or decision for me, and I don't know. It's one of those where it's a toss-up.
It's going to be a good fight, though.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. It might be awful.
Might be Spain versus Cortez. That was going to be a good fight.
Nichols is not a Themba believer. I lean Brahima and his one ear. Reniz is live for a sub. A Gorimbo sub defense isn't that good. 100%. Yeah, that's the one worrisome for picking Gorimbo. 10 subs in his career. Themba has some defensive grappling issues in the past. Agreed. That's why he should not initiate anything that involves any kind of grappling. Tough fight to call. I can't trust Brahima. He is too front-loaded. All wins in the first round. But one, I think no decision wins. Oh, one. Okay. Gotcha. What's up, Dev? MMA Jesus 420's in the house. Check him out. Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Puts out his breakdowns, all of his bets, anything cool that he has. He went to UFC St. Louis last week. He was on television. He was bragging about that. Yeah. You saw him like up there with his hand up in the air. He said he was high or something.
Imagine that. No way.
I know. I couldn't imagine.
Way.
It's crazy. Appreciate you coming out, Dev. Ramiz actually coming from an injury more than 2 years out without fighting yet. And that's a little worrisome for me too. 100% blood on his coach's. Okay, his coach's mother passed. And Themba was getting all worked up a little bit. So I'm sure he's going to have a little bit of extra oomph in there. We'll see if he just doesn't do anything crazy. Like wrestle and shoot a takedown with his head up. And that
choked out, baby. Guillotine.
Johnny, are you done betting the Black Beast now?
I tried to tell
I'm
him.
not betting any heavyweight fights unless it's Tom Aspinall. That's it. Done.
Tommy A.
Give me Tom Aspinall at plus 150 against
Tommy
Curtis
Ass.
Blades, and
Tommy
hope he
Ass.
doesn't injure his freaking knee again. I'm so mad about that.
Yeah,
Still,
bet
to
on
this
him at
day.
like plus 130.
It was so bad. That was the only line I ever got.
He was going to put Curtis Blades out, dude. He was going to put Curtis Blades out.
Hey, he's getting old, but that was a taxi driver. I had KO. If Dawkins can, the Beast can do it too. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
1000%.
All praise to the Most High. There you go. Fight starts round 2 is a good parlay piece. Another over. And this fight, I'd be a little worried for this one just because you never know what's going to happen.
This could end whenever. This could, I mean, Themba could come out, hit him with the big shot right off the bat. He could shoot in either one. There could be a
1-1.
I like the unders though.
Yeah, the under 2.5 is cool. I don't know. This fight's weird. It's a weird one. It's weird. Next
weird.
one.
You're weird, John.
I am weird. Chaos Williams versus Carlston Harris. It's your turn, but this time.
So, I mean, this is a tough fight to call. Chaos Williams, meat and potatoes, dude. He's power striker. He's got good power in both hands. He's a boxer. Throws some leg kicks, but I feel like he's getting worse as a fighter, dude. Like he had a good fight with Michelle Pereira, and then looks like poo-poo against Rolando Bedoya. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And he looked terrible in that fight, to be honest. He's not going to offensively wrestle. We don't know what his defensive grappling's like, to be honest, because he hasn't fought. I remember when he fought Michelle Pereira took his back at the end of the first round and like put him in a throat, man. Put him in a rear naked choke, like with like fucking 7 seconds, but he didn't even fight it. It was weird. But the round ended. So I don't know. He's just got power in both hands, and he like keeps his guard up, and he's just going in. He's just waiting to hit you with a big shot. He's going to take your shot to hit you with a big shot, and he's just like a meat and potatoes fighter, durable as shit. The only person I've seen really hurt him was Randy Brown, but durable as shit, tough. But like I said, man, so meat and potatoes. And if you don't really just stand in there and exchange with him, you got a good chance of moving around and beating him. Carlston Harris, his striking's weird, right? So it's not near as technical as Chaos Williams, but he's got power on it. Like, this dude knocked out Impa Kasagane, you know what I mean? And that's not easy to do. And he hit him with just some clean shots to the side of the head. He's got good wrestling. He's got good jiu-jitsu, like really good jiu-jitsu, really good opportunistic jiu-jitsu. Besides that win over Jeremiah Wells, after watching like tape and especially watching that fight, like Jeremiah Wells is basically what Terrence McKinney would be if he could just go hard for 3 hard rounds. Because like Jeremiah Wells literally wrestled Carlston Harris for fucking like 12 minutes before he got choked out. Like, never stopped.
I was counting my money in UFC Nashville.
Yeah, like Wells has a gas tank for one of them strong dudes. He can literally go 100% go from the opening second of the first round all the way into the third. And it didn't really look like he was slowing down. He just got caught in what was the anaconda, right?
Yeah.
But dude, Carlston Harris has done that to some high level dudes. He beat right before he came to the UFC, he beat this Russian dude and hit him with the Darce choke. And that dude's still a beast. That dude's a beast. So Carlston Harris is dangerous everywhere. I'm going to go with Carlston Harris in this fight, just for the fact that I think that he can stay out of some danger. He can land some shots back on Chaos. And then we haven't seen anything about Chaos's wrestling game whatsoever. And Carlston Harris is going to test that, man. He was able to get Jared Gooden down, hold him down. And Jared Gooden's got good takedown defense. He's got good wrestling. And it was short notice for Gooden, but still, it's tough to get Jared Gooden down and hold him down. He really does have good defensive grappling. So in this fight, like I said, I'm going to take Harris. I think he can do okay with the striking and not get knocked out. He's a pretty durable dude and land his own good shots and then mix in some wrestling too. And if he can get the wrestling going right away, man, he can push a crazy pace just like he did with Jared Gooden and get the win here. So I'll take the more well-rounded guy. And like I said, man, Chaos hasn't fought in a year. He's been selling real estate and fixing up houses. He looked terrible in his last fight. The people that fucking Harris has beat, like Impa Kasagane, Jeremiah Wells, these are dudes that might beat Chaos Williams too, probably. You know what I mean? So he's got good wins in his career. I don't see why he couldn't win here. So give me Carlston Harris in this fight.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. It's striker versus grappler here, and both guys are dangerous at what they do. This is the toughest fight that I had to. I just ever so slightly am gonna lean Chaos Williams, and I just because I think the striking on the feet. If I haven't seen Chaos on the ground. Now, if I could see him on the ground, I probably would make my choice a little bit easier, whether he was good or not. I just don't know. But on the feet,
Rebellis to Spain.
Yeah, but it could happen here. So we'll see. But at least the line's not as bad.
Chaos to Spain. Yeah, that's sure.
But yeah, the line's appropriate. But yeah, I lean Chaos. I like his straights right down the middle. And, maybe he can get a counter in Charleston if they're on the feet. Now, if this fight does go to the mat, I mean, it's going to be Harris all day. But on the feet, I mean, it's going to be a little bit more even. But I do favor Chaos's power. I think his straight shots will play a part in this one because, like you said, Harris's striking is a little loopy. And they're both like the same size. They're both like no one's going to have a height advantage, 1 inch of reach advantage for Williams. So it's really nothing. So both these guys are about the same, which is really nothing really to go off of. I mean, Harris is 6 years older, but he's not like super old. He's 36 and he looked good against Jeremiah Wells. And there's
when he won, he got dominated every second.
True.
That was
but he won. Crap. I mean, a win's a win. Yeah. You look good if it's a win. It looks good on the records, but that could happen here. Like, you know what I mean? Like something crazy could happen where he gets dropped, Chaos follows him down, and then he gets subbed. Something stupid like that. True. So close fight. I don't blame anybody picking anybody here. I'm just gonna ever so slightly lean Williams. I'm staying away from this fight though, but I don't blame anybody taking Carlson. I really don't, because I can see him winning easily, and I can see Chaos winning like by knockout or a super close decision.
Well, like, I'll end it with this: Baby Blood, pick Carlson Harris.
Well, there you go. Put it in the parlay.
What the fuck do we know?
At least you guys are on the same page with that one.
Yeah, I know. That's what hurts my heart.
Next one though, it's going to be tough.
Tougher.
Matt likes Harrison round 2-3 sub. I like that.
I don't mind it, Matt.
Harris is about to mug Chaos.
Me and Tyler's been talking about it all week.
Maybe Chaos can mug Harris too. You know who's from Detroit.
Yeah, true that.
Chaos
Carlson, though.
He don't play.
I don't know where Carlson's from. I think he's from like Uganda by way of Brazil or something like that. Something like that.
Uganda by way of Brazil. Yeah, you're right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Where did you just find that?
Tapology.
Oh, that's why I knew I'd seen that somewhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. Chaos's head isn't in the game. Working out at Planet Fitness and use a real estate. Yeah, that could play a part. Carlson needs to get the fight to the ground. A lot of unknowns here for Chaos.
Dude, they could have after this fight, they could have Carlston Harris versus Themba Garimbo.
There you go.
That'd be a good fight. They're both 170.
Yep.
Tough dudes.
We got Shady in the house. What's up, Shady? Tough card. Nothing stood out 2-3 weeks ago. Still looking for spots and not going to force anything. Probably how it should be. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of bets. I think I have 5 right now, and I think I don't like anything else.
I mixed Yanez with Patchy Mix. I got
Patchy
Nolan
Mix in the bet.
I got Nolan with Angela Hill.
I like it.
And then
I just got Angela Hill
Rajmaha at plus 170.
I don't hate it.
I know you don't.
It's good. Shady's got.
There we go.
Brahima.
Dude, we're on the same page this week, Shady.
Hill plus money. Decision.
Was Shady on the Lewis with me last week? I believe Shady tailed the Lewis.
Yeah, those are all good. I like them.
That was the only defending the units last week. You hopped on that.
Nichols like Edson this week. Got him at plus 130. I like that.
I liked him until about an hour ago.
What happened?
Baby Blood came in here talking that motherfucking Leah Willow Ron Murphy shit.
Shady, you missed Baby Blood. Baby Blood picked Harris and Murphy.
Ron Murphy.
So I was hoping do what you will with that knowledge.
Yeah, it's not really a bet. You know,
I like that. Chaos at close to a pick'em. I think this fight's a pick'em. I really do.
Yeah,
it should be a legit
good line now for sure. Yeah.
I get Chaos, Williams, and Menefield confused. More bets for bare knuckle boxing than I do for UFC. There you go. That's the card. I know you can't do it on DraftKings. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Maybe bet online. I think he does it bet on
I
mine
got
too.
58,000 on Renato Macano in the grappling match this weekend.
The whole thing is wild.
I just seen that earlier. Shout out my
Wild.
boy Fresh. Fresh, my dude, man.
Edson Barboza versus Lerone Murphy. Very good fight. Looking forward to it. Both guys are very good strikers in their own way. Barboza's got the kicks, you know, all that good stuff. He's always going to be dangerous. He's durable. I know he's been knocked out a few times, but he's durable. I don't care what you say. Murphy, though, good technical striker. He's got quick hands, good volume. He does slow down as the fight goes on a little bit. Yeah, this is a close fight, but I just keep going back to Murphy a little bit. Like, he just doesn't have like that killer instinct. He doesn't have like the dangerous power or anything. I think Barboza is more dangerous. And Barboza's last fight against Yusuf was very good. He looked great. I know he survived a crazy first round, which didn't look good, but he survived it, which that does look good. And then he came back and won all five, the rest of the rounds. And this is a 5-round fight. Murphy's never been in a 5-round fight, and he kind of slows down after round 2 in a lot of his fights. And a lot of his fights that he won by decision have been a little dicey. They could have won a different way, like the Santos fight.
I thought Santos won that fight. That was in England, though.
True.
I just watched it yesterday.
But the England judges didn't even, I mean, maybe they helped him out a little bit in that fight. But not Davey Grant, though.
No.
Even though that was a clear Davey Grant win. But
I got my ticket. Don't bring it up. Still hurts.
I had to. He said England.
Should have kept my golf ticket, too.
I think Davey Grant, yeah.
Grant's was worse.
Grant's was worse.
He clearly
but that's still bad. The golf was bad.
Which is crazy because Daniel Marcos is really good, you know?
Yeah.
Who the fuck quit when he just won, too? That cost me a bunch of money.
Not Alatang.
Aoreq Lang.
Aoreq. I get those.
Who's the other person that quit too?
I get
Who else
confused.
quit too? Who else quit too? Remember somebody else quit.
Cedric Demas?
No.
It was someone in.
I think it was another Chinese.
It was an eye
poke, right?
No, it was Angelusa.
Yeah, that motherfucker too. Angelus just quit.
Anyways, this is going to be a fun fight, though. I'm going with the old experienced guy who I think is more dangerous, and he's got 5-round experience, and I don't think Murphy does. And I think he's gonna, if this fight gets out of round 2 or into round 3, if you want to say, I think Barboza wins the rest of the fight. So give me Barboza to win. I think at plus money, it's kind of a gift. I'm weirdly confident pick of the week is Barboza.
I mean, I feel like we just seen this fight.
Yeah, and I would pick Yusuf.
Murphy.
I would pick Yusuf over Murphy.
The same fucking fighters. Like, they both got good boxing. I like the Murphy's more durable. That's a fucking fact.
But who's more dangerous and explosive? Dangerous. Let's put it that way.
I mean, they're about the same with it.
I would say
they're like explosive and stuff, but they're not that dangerous. LeBron knocked out fucking Makwan, and then Ricardo Ramos, who kind of just like gave up from a couple ground and pound shots. But other than that, like even when he fought Douglas De Silva and D'Andrade, that dude came up from bantamweight on short notice. I think he finished him, or it might have went to a decision. But like D'Andrade is tough, but like, you know, like Lerone ain't really finishing too many people. 13-0. I actually bet him on DraftKings back in the day when he first came in against Tuhugov, because Tuhugov was like a huge favorite, and he got dropped and beat up bad in the first round, and then came back and won the second 2 to get that draw. Beat up Ricardo Ramos, but like I said, the rest of it hasn't been. I thought he lost to Gabriel Santos, who, for the record, Gabriel Santos is a beast. The Kulabau fight was super close. That's the one I went back. So I'm watching. I watched like 3 fights of Barboza's, but I want to see what he did to Billy Q just to watch that. But I watched Shane Burgos fight too, because that's kind of like the same kind of style. You know what I mean? You could even go all the way back to like a Dan Ige if you're trying to find like fighters like Lerone Murphy, but I would take Ige probably maybe over Murphy, because Murphy doesn't have the best wrestling. Like against Kulabau, that fight was really, really close. And I like Barboza a lot more than Kulabau, right? Mm-hmm. And that fight was really close to about the end of the second. Laurent had a couple little moments, but it was close. But he landed some good calf kicks, and that kind of messed Kulabau up, and he's a switch stance guy. But in the third round, he came out and hit Kulabau with a body kick, and then hurt Kulabau really bad and just beat the shit out of him the rest of the round. But man, against Santos, it's hard to get stuff out of that because Santos was wrestling him most of the time. Even though he was out striking him too, he was wrestling him a lot. So that's kind of like a different fight, but his cardio kind of checks out. But I got to take Barboza. I feel like it's like the same type of fight. You know what I mean? I feel like Barboza is going to be just over the whole 5-round time. Like at the beginning, Lerone might have some tricks. He's got he switches stances and he's got like a fast straight right down the pipe and he'll throw like the overhand right. That's what he was striking the most with against Santos, because a lot of times he tries to use his grappling too, or at least cage control. But I mean, I feel like Edson's seen all that. I feel like Edson's gonna like get his patterns and everything down by the middle of the second round, dude, and just start taking over just like he did on Youssef. Even though Youssef slowed down a little bit, I just think that Barboza is not going to get finished by Lerone in that first or second round. I just feel like he doesn't probably get mollywopped and overwhelmed in that first round like he did against Youssef. Youssef came out on purpose and was like, I'm emptying the gas tank. Like I was just watching the fight yesterday and they're like, he told like Felder and them like he was going to come out and put a bunch of damage on Barboza in the first round, kind of take the second round off to get his cardio back and then beat him up some more later as the fight goes. But that didn't work out. But that was still a close fight. And that kind of could have been a draw in that fight because like Youssef,
I thought,
yeah, because he could have got a 10-8. He could have got a 10-8 in the first round, and then it seemed like he kind of won the second round. Then Barboza hits him with the spinning wheel kick at the end of the third round, so maybe that's a 10-8 too, because he almost finished him. So, yeah, man, I got to go with Barboza. I think it's a little bit of the same. I don't think Leron's going to be able to out-grapple Barboza. Like, I know Barboza's been taken down and grappled before, but that's like real fucking grapplers like Bryce Mitchell or Khabib and people like that. Just that, like a striker that can wrestle pretty good a little bit, like Youssef even, it's not going to work. So, yeah, man, give me Barboza, man. And then, like you said, yeah, he's 38 years old, but shit, man. 38-year-olds are hot right now. They're what's 38's the new 28.
It is. Like I got changed the new 30.
OSP. Or you got Oven St. Preux out here looking 26. He didn't even look that good when he was fucking 26 when throwing out 200 significant strikes. What I'm talking about.
Fucking Kennedy.
But yeah, man, it hurts my heart, baby blood. Pick Lerone, man. But that's
if Lerone wins, hats off to him. But man, I just can't pick him this one. Like, you gotta show me. This is a show me spot for him.
Yeah, like I said, he wasn't even looking good against Kulabau, who Edson's way better striker than Kulabau. Edson working that left hook to the body, dude, throwing the power leg kicks. Like he works every level of the body. And like I said, that's why Lerone probably going to come out in the first round and have some success because he's going to be throwing all the shit that Edson hasn't seen. But by the second round, now Edson's seen that shit. He's adjusting to it, and he's still throwing shit that like Murphy hasn't seen in fights because Edson's really a good striker, been doing this for a while. So I don't know, maybe he hits him with that spinning wheel kick again. Man, that was fucking hilarious, dude. Youssef's brain, he's just like, when people get hit with that spinning wheel kick, bro, it fucking fries their brain. Well, they don't go to sleep, but they're just like fucking.
Well, even with the Burgos, I know it wasn't a wheel kick, but
yeah, that was crazy. Hit him, and then he just like went down a little bit after. Yeah, the Rebos hit Pinero with that spinning wheel kick. Man, there's been some nice spinning wheel kicks. That's what he hit Terry Adam with, right? I believe it was a spinning wheel kick. Fucking posterized that motherfucker. But yeah, I got Barboza. I just got to go with the freaking.
That's right. I don't hate it. I love it. Water scorecards were filled out before the fight even started. It definitely looked like it. I'll tell you that. That's right. By tech, yeah. Barboza feels like the safest plus money bet on the card. I agree with that. 100%. Safest, yes.
Possibly.
Hard for me not to Okay. Edson about to put on an Anthony Smith you must forgot performance. Yep. Yeah. I think he is.
I mean, Lerone's never really. I mean, that Santos win was good, but he didn't win that fight.
Yeah.
I have Edson here. Like, I feel like Edson's the better striker, and this fight's going to stay striking. So, like,
hard for me not to go.
And he's got the 5-round experience, all that.
Hard for me not to go Murphy, American top team versus Manchester. Barboza 30, I think, will gas, but he didn't gas in the last fight, though.
After taking a beating, he got fucking beat up bad by
Murphy's never been in 5 rounds. He slows down after 2.
I will say his cardio looked good against Kulabau, but he wasn't looking like all this explosive and crazy. But once he hit the body kick, man, he was wrestling good. And with Santos, that was a freaking crazy fight. And his cardio kind of held up. I still thought he lost, but he was still able to scramble. Because like if his cardio would have gave out, Santos was still taking him down in the third. He would just accepted it, but he kept getting up. So
that's what I like.
But that's 3 rounds. This ain't 5, you know. And Barboza's been doing this 5-round shit. That's Edson 5-round Barboza. You know what I mean?
That's what I like. Right here, round 3, round 4. KO.
Oh yeah, he's spinning wheel kick fucking Kevin Lee too.
Yep.
Put him on that fucking Queer Street. That's what they call it. That's what they call it. I'm old school Joe Rogan. 99, 2000 Queer Street. Man. That's what it is.
Got Boom Dog in here. What's up, man? Bloom Dog, sorry. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming out. We came out a little late, but you can always
what up? What up? What up?
Check us out. Replay. I think Murphy gonna fight smart, maybe mixing in the takedowns with the athleticism. I don't think he'll gas Tanky is that bad, like Johnny said. I'm not saying it's like he's gonna death gas, but I've noticed
all them but like Yusuf doesn't have bad cardio either. But when you keep getting them leg kicks and them body shots, like Edson works the body beautiful, body kicks and left hooks, right hooks too. It's just that veteran experience. You got to be so confident to throw body shots, dude, because you got to be able to be prepared to leave your face wide open. So you got to know exactly what you're doing. It's a beautiful thing when they work though. That's one thing I was pissed about. I wish Billy Goff would have went to fucking Waters' body more. When he kept like Waters would like turn, he would like turn to Billy Goff on the cage, and Billy Goff would. Don't get me started. I feel like you're trying to get me started, Johnny.
You did it. I didn't go back to the Golf Waters again.
You sure? Okay.
Positive.
My bad then.
Shady said Barboza came back from the dead that fight. Yes, he did.
He did. He took a beating. It's that grown man strength though.
Murphy, the age gap is gonna get Edson at some point.
Yeah.
I agree, but I don't think
he's one of them dudes. Edson's one of them dudes. He's going to be fit to like that. He's just going to look like he's on steroids. He's always looked like he's on steroids, and he ain't. He's just one of the most fit dudes ever. Or he's on steroids, one or the other. But it is at some point. It will. It would have to catch up in the chin for him first, though, because I think his cardio is Money Mayweather, dude.
I think so too. Edson vintage KO, maybe. I can see him winning a decision here too.
That would be nice.
Kevin Lee hasn't woke up from the last fight. Yeah. Who did he fight again? The last fight.
Yeah, Fakardinov put him out.
Whew, right down the middle.
Got a lot of money. Remember wasn't that one fucking Tyler was shooting double leg on the show, picking Kevin Lee
this is the difference. And then boom, right down the middle, 20 seconds later, done.
I remember that all so clearly now. That was just a fun day.
That was fun. Do you want to do our ladder challenge?
These fucking ladder challenge be pissing me off.
I know, but let's do it. Fuck it.
Who you like? I like it.
I mean, we're on the same page with a good amount.
I like Angela Hill. Can we she's already minus 140.
142. I mean, but we can parlay her with something Yanez. Boom, plus 115. Are you in? Are you out?
Who you like more, Nolan or Yanez?
I would trust Yanez a little bit more.
Okay, I like.
Let me see what that is though. Plus 105, plus 115 difference.
Or we could just go Barboza.
Only Barboza.
Yes.
Is there like an over that you like?
They're all minus 1,600 anyways. Don't matter.
Well, maybe you can do like an under. What's a fight that you think will not go to decision?
Will not go? Maybe either that Chaos Williams fight, Hermes fight, Yanez fight. I definitely think that Yanez fight ain't going, really. Nolan fight.
What's the Nolan fight?
Magomedov fight.
Yeah, that Nolan fight's not.
Magomedov fight probably won't either.
Under 2.5 minus 400. So if we do Angela Hill and the under 2.5 in the Nolan fight, plus 113.
But you like that better than Adrian Yanez?
I don't think.
Or just Edson
I just don't think the Nolan fight's getting out or getting to the third round.
We can just do Edson Barboza straight up. But I don't know. Baby Boy went against that.
Exactly. We don't want to touch any of her fights.
Even I'm serious. I'm
I know.
serious.
I'm being serious too. I ain't putting that bad juju on us.
Put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Yeah, Tyler, he said, I'll never live that down. Dude, that was a funny day. That was a good day.
Angela Hill under 2.5 in the Nolan fight plus 113. I think that's good. Like, there's no way. It's like I said with the McKinney fight. I'm like, there's no way it's going over 1.5. This fight's not going over 2.5 rounds. There's no way.
That was sick.
I mean, it was like what, a minute, but
that was sick head kick.
That was. I was like,
why didn't he try to wrestle at all? I know you want to strike, put a little thing, but dude, I would go out there. This guy, fight IQ. You should go out there and try to wrestle down Rebabix and choke him out if you can.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Doesn't
seem like it.
Plus what?
Plus 113.
I like that.
What do you like better? If we just do Nolan straight up, it's plus 105. But I mean, do you think Nolan's going to win by knockout?
I do, but both them dudes got a couple decisions in their career.
I know, but I just don't think this.
And that Victor Martinez was like decently durable, and then he just before he took that KO to freaking, what's his nuts? He hadn't been knocked out since his first fight in 2011, and I think he was just expecting that takedown and got caught with them clinch knees. But like, I mean, and Nolan, he's knocking dudes out, so I don't mind it. I don't think it goes to the past 2.5.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
His first 2 fights were decisions, and since then he's been knocking people out, finishing them.
Or getting finished.
Yeah, man. I'll take that. That'll be fine.
Okay, let's do it.
I think Yanez is a little better,
but what if Vinicius finds something? You never know.
Yeah. Yanez by KO is like minus
110 or something.
Yeah.
It's like close to like pick 'em. I think I looked at that.
Yeah, I wrote down. Because the Cody was plus 170 by decision, 170 minus 175, and I think that was like minus 140 for Yanez by KO, something like that. It was a little higher up there. I don't think it was closer to even money.
KO's minus 115.
Minus 115. That's not bad.
Yanez. Are we gonna lock it in? The under, or are we gonna do something different?
I mean, I think if fucking CJ Vergara beats up Vicinius, I think Yanez can get that done. He beat Davey Grant.
I mean, we're only it's only $2 difference.
Okay.
It's 115 and 113.
What's everybody saying? Nobody's saying. That's fine. We'll do that. I don't see it going past 2.5. The way that them guys fight in that small cage.
I gotta say someone's getting knocked out in this fight.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Victor, but there's a weird chance. Maybe that chin isn't as good as it used to be after that Moda knockout. You never know.
Yep.
Just Jumbo to be safe.
Dude, man. I shouldn't have even asked her that damn main event.
I know.
A different way.
I'll get it. It gets you. Here it is. Step 1.
25 bucks.
25 bucks.
Dude, we got fucking screwed last week having to put Despain in. We didn't even have him in. That was a 100 to get 200. We were on step 3. And we had already turned 25 into 100. And then we had to switch out Giuseppe. At
least we would have won like a little bit of money.
Yeah.
With this,
and even when we were talking about it, we couldn't even really figure it out because we wanted to do the Despain under 1.5.
Yeah. And that wouldn't have hit anyway. So
no. Wouldn't have hit if we threw Rubeski, none of them on there. And
well, that was a tough card too, because I know we were on a lot of different things. So we were just like, ooh, and that was like the Josette and the under 1.5.
Should have just been Derek. That's why I kept telling. I was like, I wish you were on Derek Lewis. He was the freest puzzle piece ever. There's nothing Nascimento was ever going to be able to do to him. He wasn't going to choke him.
Well, you know, sometimes Cody, you have to learn. You learn and you live, laugh, and love.
You either win or learn, Johnny.
Live, laugh, and love.
Is that what the LFA means?
No. It's those things that you see at Target and they're on the kitchen walls. Live, laugh, love.
It almost was live, FA. Some shit in there.
True. But yes, Baby Blood picked Harris and Murphy for her parlay. So we'll definitely get that out tomorrow. Our little parlay as well.
Yeah.
Get the little thumbnail rolling. So you guys got early access to our first step of next time. And then we'll roll it over to UFC's at 302, 301.
302's next.
Okay. 301.
Week off, then 302.
There it is.
It's gonna be a good show. That'd be a good.
Yeah.
It'd be a decent card. Did somebody?
Exactly.
When was who's on that one?
For 301?
Strickland? No, 302.
Yeah, that's 302. It's
Islam.
Strickland. Who's the main event?
Islam and Poirier.
It is, yeah.
But then somebody in the chat was saying Strickland said the thing ain't signed yet.
Who knows? Maybe they're just trying to hype up stuff.
Right.
But yeah, do you have anything else to say before we get going?
No, just I appreciate everybody coming out, talking to us, and hanging out with us on their Wednesday night, talking fights. It's the funnest part of the game right here. So just really appreciate everybody that comes out and been coming out for years, man.
Hell yeah. We'll go through our sponsors. Johnny Newquist, always appreciate the sponsorship as well. And then Bunny Hunter, our guy.
I love it when they
letting me know again that Armin Sarukian beat Charles Oliveira. I have to remember every freaking day.
Did he wake up yet? Is Oliveira up yet?
What?
I still haven't watched that fight.
Really?
I still haven't watched that fight.
I mean,
I got a couple fights to watch.
It's entertaining in the first half round, and then it kind of is boring after that.
Is it? I'm gonna have to.
Well, yeah, the first 2 minutes is fun, and the last 30 seconds is fun. That's it, literally. But all right, guys, take care. We always appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us, giving out your bets and asking questions, participating in the chat. Always makes the chat always fun. We always love doing this on Wednesdays. So if you're new, definitely check us out. Go to our YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, hit the like, follow us.
Get Johnny up to 3K subs, man.
3K. I'm almost there. I've been almost there for about 3 months, 4 months, 5, maybe 6. Who knows? But it's okay. I'm gonna wear my hat backwards that one time, so we'll see what happens.
Well, go make up some fake accounts, man. Help your boy out. Get him up to 3,000.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody. Take care. Good luck on your bets, and then we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you guys.
Let's go. Take care.
Later.
Go
Later,
ahead,
Ryan Jordan.